That was cool.
Hello, my dog.
I loved that.
That was awesome. That was an awesome intro.
Interesting.
That was amazing.
That was pretty. I think it went okay. I think it was good.
It was really good.
Yeah. All right, we got 3 viewers right now.
Woo!
Woo!
Hello.
Oh, 4.
Hey, Brianna, Jennifer, Johnny.
See comments. Oh, now I can see people. Now I can see people. Yay!
Oh gosh.
Lord, I should have just grabbed a bottle of Robitussin.
Hey.
I was thinking about it, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm
all
sure I don't want to be robo-tripping up in here, but like right now, I'm not sure that the Robitussin, I could probably drink 2 bottles before it even affected this cough.
Yeah. Hi, Bianca.
So, today, it's obviously me and Mark. You all know, probably sick of our faces already. But
ain't
tonight,
sick of my face. Ain't nobody sick of my face.
Oh, gee. And it starts already. Starts at 5.
Narcissism is my best friend.
My
little nephew.
Hey, Memphis.
Hi, Bubby. Love and miss you so much.
So tonight we have a very special guest, Dottie The Psychic. Right? Isn't that tricky? You always got to figure out like what way.
I know, right? It's opposite.
Always like the opposite. I'm like,
and like being on here, I realize how unproportional my face is, how my nose goes this way and not straight down.
Listen, okay, so if you look at my face, I like my face. I got a pretty good looking face.
You have a very symmetrical face.
My nose points that way a little bit. But, so here's the story. I broke my nose in 2nd grade, but I broke it going that way. I'm crying to my dad, like, my dad, my nose is crooked. What am I going to do? So he straightens it out. He just grabs it and like kind of yanks. And he's like, it's straight now. I'm like,
ow.
It curves the other way. I gave him so much hell for that.
Anthony said he wishes he had done that with the sexuality. But so Dottie, why don't you go ahead? I like to start out with pronouns.
You know what? She, her, they, them. I like to consider myself slightly non-binary. I have been called. I realized that it's not that I transformed in any sense of the manner. I just finally accepted the fact that everybody has been calling me a man with tits since I had tits. I'm like, I'm the bitch they will ask to come out and do yard work.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, I don't mind lifting heavy things. I tell you what, I've been called the second husband. I've been called. I can't tell you how many times that men are competitive in different. Women and men are competitive, but in different ways. Mm-hmm. So I see the man's competitiveness. Like I get a pass because I'm a girl, but I also get to top other guys because I will go out and do the work. So I can't tell you how many times, like,
and do it right the first time. And do it right the first time.
That's right. That's right. But they'll be like, well, you got bigger balls than he does. I'm like, I probably do. I keep them in a jar.
Exactly. Hi, Noah. Hi, Black Bex. Yeah, there we go. Hi, Jennifer.
Oh.
So, so I also did, thank you for reminding me. I did something new with the Cash App things, and I think I've got your guys's already. Yeah. So, y'all know how the rules work, right?
It's
with
a little scrolly.
Right.
Oh,
So our Cash App names will be constantly on the scroll thingy at the bottom here. And the rules are, same as they have been. If you guys want to get us even more tipsy than what we're getting with our drinks, you can tip for shots.
Yeah.
It's not the first time I had that kind of job.
Right?
Everybody's got to have that job in their late teens, early 20s.
Yeah.
And I mean, as members of the LGBTQA, I mean, we will read you for filth the more you tip us. But
Right.
I think that's,
Yeah, that it's like the readings start out more Sylvia Brown and end up more RuPaul.
Yes. Yes. Except for we're not kooks. Like Sylvia Brown.
On a bad night, you might end up with Blanca Del Rio.
Yes, Bianca.
Bianca.
Love her. Love her. Love her.
My favorite RuPaul contestant is and always will be Willem, because I love Willem.
See, I didn't really watch the Drag Race. I'm more of a Dragula girl.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Now I love me some Dragula, and I can't wait for season 4. I've never seen season 1. I can't find it anywhere, and I can't wait for season 4.
It's on YouTube, isn't it?
Season 4 or season 1?
No, season 1. Wasn't that like mainly just on YouTube? I don't know.
Well, you know what? I'll have to go back and look. That might be something to go look for.
I don't know.
The earrings. Thank you. One of my best friends got these for me, and I love them.
These are very pretty.
Yeah, they are so heavy that I can only wear them for like a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
So they only show up on like live stream someplace. I can be like, because they're like, these are like copper.
Okay, so what's everybody drinking?
I am drinking my Florida wine right now that I drank. Was it last time? I think I was. I just threw the bottle away. But after I drink this, I'm going to move on to Marsala wine. And then I'm shooting Malibu.
Oh. Can you hand me that vodka?
Bitches. I'm up here with some rum and Coke. In West Virginia, we got rum and Coke.
Huh?
We'd have Jack and Coke, but the Jack is more expensive than Admiral Nelson.
We only drink whenever we get tips. We only take shots whenever we get tips.
Yes. No. Mark, did you know that Dottie is in West Virginia as well?
No.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
I'm in Fairmont.
Huh?
Fairmont.
Oh, well, you're not really in West Virginia. You're up north.
Yeah. Alley cat. Oh, Allie. Okay. Dottie, what are you drinking?
Beck said, "Thank you, Dottie, for suffering for us." Yes, thank you.
What?
For suffering because your coughs.
Oh.
Thank you for suffering for us. Yes.
No, that's fine. Look, I wasn't going to miss this.
We appreciate you and love you for it. Well, we appreciate you and love you all the time. But
I'm down in St. Albans, West Virginia proper. I sound like it too right now.
Oh goodness! All right, guys. So y'all know y'all know how it works. So we need questions.
Wait.
What? Oh gosh!
Did Dottie already describe what they're drinking?
Rum and Coke.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
you didn't hear my whole spiel about it being cheaper than Jack and Coke.
I heard that, but I was talking to Jason. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Blame me.
I'm drinking red wine, and it is called Freak Show.
Ooh.
Freak Show.
And then the cork on it says Freak Show, and then it looks like a ticket. It says Admit One.
Ooh.
I find that neat.
You know what? I'll be right back. I'm gonna shoot some homebrew. I've got this
Do
much
it,
brown beer.
Do it.
Do it. Do what?
Allie said she's our biggest fan. I know.
Aw. While we are getting ready, I'm gonna obviously go over what we're reading as well. But if you guys want to, like I said, start putting questions up.
See, that is literally what's left of my homebrew. I made like 5 gallons of dark homebrew beer. That's what's left of it. I need to get back into brewing. I got all my stuff sitting here. Ugh.
Home
That's
broom.
difficult. That's difficult.
Oh, no.
Harper's over here trying to smack me with her tail. What are we reading? I'm reading the same deck.
Oh, I'm using my Pride Tarot.
I'm using my bar deck.
Show the bar deck. I'm so ready for this bar deck.
Okay. So this is you see that? Some of these are really, really pretty cards, and some of them are pretty plain. Because I drew this when I was in exile. Some people call it marriage. I call it exile. But I got basically my ex would drag me off to the bar like the nights I had off. It was terrible being the only sober one in a Jackson County bar. Like, so I drew my cards and I started reading professionally again at the bar, and like that's kind of my. I tell you what, that is not a thing I would ever want to repeat, but I do not regret it either. Makes for a hell of a story.
I mean, yeah.
Totally.
And honestly, I think the cards are like amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous.
I really do someday. I want to digitize them and clean them up, and I actually want to start all over again. Like I want to make a whole new deck, but I haven't.
But keep this deck.
Yeah.
No, this deck, like, I want to make one that's not this deck, because this deck to me it's got its own energy. Like I don't think I could digitize and sell this deck, just partially because it's been through hell, but partially because it's it's a relic from a time and a place in my life. But if I wanted to draw a new deck where I would actually know I was going to sell the bitch, you know?
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I'd buy that deck, but that's just me. That's just me. I would buy that deck.
Yeah, totally. I would too.
Yeah, I'm never going to sell this deck, but I really do think I would like to digitize it and clean it up and maybe take out some of the cards I think don't look as well, scan new ones in, clean it up.
Yeah,
or just start a new deck that would be like it, something off of it.
Right. I get it. So everybody, I also want to go ahead and say that Dottie, like she said, is a professional. So she is going to slay us tonight at reading cards.
Yeah.
Because we are not professionals. Dottie is a professional. I believe I've already put, can you verify for me? Do you see her website in the description? I think I put it there already.
DottieThePsychic.com.
DottieThePsychic.com.
Like, the only difference between me and a professional and non-professional psychic?
What is it?
How much they charge.
And
how much bullshit they'll put up with.
Yeah.
Your friends will put up with your bullshit. I won't.
We got our first question.
We do?
She wants a general reading.
Okay.
Pretty
so how we do this, Dottie, since there's 3 of us, we usually pull 1 card per person. Is that cool with you?
Yeah. I know you did like a past, present, future kind of.
Yeah.
Straightforward.
Do you want a position or... Because I don't really want to do past again. But
I don't know how you flip the screens around, but whatever you want to do, dear.
I'm fine with any of them.
Mark, what'd you have last time?
Past.
I'll be past. I don't care. I'll read a bitch. I don't care.
How about this? How about we make how about I just swap? I'll do past again because I kind of think that it's better for. How do I do this again?
I don't know.
Is it here? Yes, here it is.
Yeah.
No, it's not. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. We'll just swap.
Oh, I get to be future.
Makes me feel like I'm in the Brady Bunch.
That's the way they became the Brady Bunch.
It's true.
All right. So general for Julie. Julie B.
Okay.
Oh, he did? Hi, Nick.
So I can tell you like the big difference between like becoming more offended. You know, I've learned to be a trench reader. Like I said, I started reading like semi-professionally at a bar. It was a joke, man. I was like, look, I charged a shot. So I'm ready when you are.
Oh, I'm not ready. Whoa. And girl, listen, like I said, you're gonna read us for filth over here because I'm just saying.
You broke out the book,
Every time.
girl.
Especially the more intoxicated I get. And then
Well, that's the thing is, I
that's
will
the
make up. Here's the difference between a professional and somebody who just reads for fun is we'll just make that shit up. You just gotta look like you know what you're doing. You're better off making it up than looking into the book. Seriously, because you think about it, number one, the whole idea of divination is that you tap into your divine self. So even though you're coming off the top of your head, that's where it was put.
I mean, makes sense to me.
Marky is totally a Marsha.
Marsha.
I got strength.
I got the Empress in reverse.
I got the caduceus.
Your vision is clouded and you do not see flowers in front of you. Repressed talents manifest in depression and anxiety. A bleak and dark mother figure apply kindness and a gentle touch to the painful parts of your life. Nurture yourself for your past.
Excuse me.
Dark mother.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. I got strength. Excuse me. I have the hiccups. I'm so sorry.
He's already drunk.
No, I'm not. So on here, it pictures a woman in the sea. I'm assuming she's a mermaid. Yeah, she's a mermaid. Let me show that again. There's her tail. There's her tail.
Ooh.
Can y'all see that? Like, okay.
It's a very pretty card.
It is pretty. I love orca.
The orca. This right here, I'm assuming to me looks like an actual lionfish. Like, because like it has the coloring of an actual lionfish as well. And above her, I don't know if y'all can see that, but that is actually, it's an eel swimming in the infinity symbol. So I feel like this card is representative of you need to own your inner strength, and whatever is blocking you, I feel like you're going to overcome that. Whether it be like a solo kind of journey or like you're going to have some kind of companionship, because like, I mean, there's three different animals in this card. Well, 4 technically, but there's 3 different animals. So like you may have a group moving forward. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Maybe that dark mother figure is part of that group.
Yeah.
Dottie. She's like,
this is going to be kind of interesting to pull together. You've got the dark mother that you're kind of fighting against, the fighting inner strength, and then you have the caduceus. When I see the caduceus, like if I see it in the past or the present, I tell people to go straight to the doctor. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. But when I see it in the future, I think this is your chance to avoid becoming ill. Like you've got to consider whether going through this situation is actually going to profit you, is worth it, or if it's worth the damage it's going to do to you. Because you can always choose to leave the situation and avoid the hospital.
Plus, there's 2 sick people here, so like
that might be it too. I'll pull you another one. Ooh, this one's a better one. Let's say this one. This one, I like this one. This is the Knight of Broken Hearts. This is somebody who uses their broken heart as a way to help other people heal. You know?
Okay, that could tie into the last card too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She says I'm sorry. They say they do have a doctor's appointment coming. Degenerative scoliosis.
Ooh. Okay, so then you really may want to consider what the situation is. What the situation is having an effect on your health. That was English. That was mostly English.
That was English. You're fine. You're good.
I think as you drunk I am.
Yet.
I'm not as drunk as I think you are.
Yes, I have some sort of mold exposure. I don't know if this is like an allergic reaction to. I think this is an allergic reaction to mold. I don't know what the hell I like breathed in this house, but
I just have sinus issues, and I just did a neti pot. That was great.
I did the neti pot yesterday. I'm glad I did because it definitely washed some junk out. But like even today, I'm coughing up like semi-solid chunks. I'm like, God, that is not ever supposed to be in a person's lung.
But you're still here.
Yeah.
It's still going strong.
Still thriving.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're welcome, Julie. Julie said thanks.
You're welcome, Julie. Paul has been having sinus issues for a couple of days as well. Paul is down with the fever. Oh, I'm sorry, Paul.
No. Sorry, Paul.
You good? You need more?
And he's a Leo, so you know that he's like soaking that attention up.
Hey, my sister's a Leo. You take that back.
I won't.
She will drive to Florida and come get you.
Huh? I don't think I know any Leos. I don't know if I know any Leos.
Really?
I know an Aries.
Man, you gotta watch out for them.
Because that's Jason.
My last boss was an Aries, and I tell you what, he lived up to it. He was direct but flighty. He would pick a subject, go at it head first, and then just change his mind halfway through. I'm like, are we going this direction or not? You were all gangbusters 10 minutes ago.
Jason's getting red.
Well, I'll bet she's wrong. It's fine. I'm describing my last boss.
Please don't hurt me. Yeah, I know.
No abuse on live. Wait till it's over.
Shut up! Don't say that.
Oh, I just told my mom joined. Hi, Mom.
Mama, I love you, Mama.
Hello.
Not my real.
I love how everybody that knows her is like, "Hi, Mom."
My mom just passed away.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't love my mom?
I'm sorry. You know what? Just you got to appreciate your mom while you got her. My mom was super supportive. She's actually in one or two of my videos.
Really?
Yeah. But actually, it was funny because like there was no closet to exit in our house.
Same.
Like, yeah, my mom was bisexual, and I found they kind of they were proud members of the kink community. So like we didn't know any of it. They didn't, you don't do that around your children.
Right.
Until they had a girlfriend that they were genuinely in love with, and they wanted to bring her around and start being part of the family. So I found out Mom was bi when they brought their girlfriend home, and I kissed in front of us. I'm like, and my little brain broke. It was like and then I'm like, and after that there was just no closet. I'm like, do I like girls? Do I like boys?
It was just finding yourself at that point.
Right, like, but I guess it doesn't matter. Girls are kind of hot.
Yes, right. Yes. The answer is yes.
She's got blue
boys? Yes. We need more questions, y'all.
Hi, Julie.
Love you too, Mom. You could share my mom, Dottie. If you need like just somebody, you can share mine.
You know, that is really cool that she comes on here.
Hi, Jeannie.
Hi, Jeannie. Questions, or tip us and then ask us a question because I'm
Do
not
you
really
What's going on right now?
about tips.
How many viewers do we have right now?
15.
Wow.
Damn.
15.
Yeah, if y'all don't start asking questions, I'm gonna start plugging my shit.
Do it. Do it.
Okay. I recently started a podcast. I've got a YouTube channel and Facebook. I've been doing TikToks, and I sell readings.
And
Try to
really
make it look
everything,
like
it's
shit.
really easy to find you too. Like literally all yeah, it's just Dottie the Psychic.
Yeah, I've got you could literally Google me, Dottie the Psychic, and I try to keep it that way. It's DOTTIE the Psychic. I try to make it easy so that people can. Sure, I'll take your shot.
See, I have to be a stickler because listen, these tips, like I'm not charging for the reading. I'm taking tips to help me pay for the alcohol because I'm a bitch.
Between the ADHD, the alcohol, and the sinus infection, I was going to say these tits, and my first initial reaction is, "I'll whip them out." Then
It's okay. I think I threatened to whip something out last live stream. Did I? I think I did. I feel like I did. I probably did.
Find Autumn that we're live. She asked me to, and I forgot. Hi, Nicole.
Oh, Nicole. Hi, Nicole.
Her son changed her screen name to Nova.
Hey, Jeannie's never had a reading done before. Do you want a general one?
Yeah, so Jeannie, how this can work is we can do a general for you, or if you have a specific question, you can ask it in all. I did steal my mother's alcohol. I stole her alcohol. I did.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
I did. I was like, Mom, do you have anything for shots? I need to do shots. And if, and she's like, here you go. What do you want? And I was like, at first I was like, I want the Jack. And she said, don't take my Jack.
I never let go, Jack.
Yeah, basically. She's like, no, you're not taking that one. Anything but that one.
So we're gonna do.
We're
gonna do Jeannie's, and then we're also gonna do your sister's.
Oh, okay.
Because that's how it came in. So Jeannie, she said she's never had a reading done before, and then Nicole said one.
Okay.
If that's okay with everybody.
Fine with me.
Oh, my little nephew said, I love this. Oh.
I didn't realize this was a family show.
Well,
I didn't either. But I literally asked everybody to just get on and watch.
It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure he's heard worse. Okay.
All right.
I'm already feeling the wine. Oh, yeah, I'm past. I need to hurry.
Oh, I love this.
I got justice.
I got 4 of Wands. Look how pretty.
Those are pretty.
Pretty.
I'm pretty sure that's a... Hang on. 4 of Wands.
I'm so bad at this, guys.
Let me make sure this is right before I go off and say something and offend somebody.
No, it's fine.
If you're not offending anybody, you're probably not living very well.
Oh.
When you, Jeannie, these are yours, yes.
Yes.
So, Jeannie, how this works is we each pull a card.
Hi,
And
Andrea.
from left to right on the screen, it's past, Mark is present, and Dottie is future. So for your past card, I have Justice.
For your present card, I have 4 of Wands.
And for your future, I have the Omega Butterfly.
Which is freaking amazing.
This is the last card I drew in the whole deck.
Nice.
It's a very powerful card.
You put all of that into that card. You're just like, ugh.
I got out the straight rule and everything. Straight edge and everything.
Can I ask you something before we start?
What?
Can I ask something before we start?
Yeah.
Jeannie, are you married?
Personal questions.
Well, I want to make sure I'm going to read this right because I've never pulled this card.
So I tell you what, that is always a kick in the dick. You're like, well, I see that you're going to find somebody new, but I've been married for 30 years. Well, you're going to find somebody new.
She is married. I'm sorry, she. I don't mean to assume. They are married.
Okay, so justice sits between dual pillars like the High Priestess and the Hierophant. This invokes the graphic pillars on the Tree of Life. It reflects balance and integration. The scales of Libra are held in the left hand, while the right hand holds the sword of clarity and articulation. The jewel in the center of Justice's crown reflects higher consciousness and the ability to seek truth. The figure wears no blindfold and sees all. Effective decisions are made, moral codes are explored, and value judgments are cast. What is important to you? Societal laws, courts, and public justice. Making judgments about yourself and others. The effort you put in responds and the results you receive. So literally justice is justice, right? So what's important, right? In the past, what's important? Are you judging someone or yourself or a situation too much? What was important?
Sorry.
Justice really blind.
Oh, got deep.
Sorry.
No, you're good. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration and freedom. This author, illustrated by Noah Noah Akita. They've chose to show a blissful union between a beautiful non-binary fire spirit and a human male in their story. This card depicts the mixing of cultures and people of different races, background, lifestyles, and orientation. Much of the symbolism shown here is borrowed from the Rider-Waite deck. The ripe grape canopy signifies abundance and fertility, suggesting great success to come to this blessed couple. The loosely hinted structural sides indicate home and stability. The irises in front of them indicate hope and faith from this union.
So that sounds good. So it sounds like you won your court case.
Yeah! Congratulations! I love that for you. Yeah!
So this is, let's see, the Omega butterfly. You want to see the Omega butterfly? If you think about it, the Omega symbol is the end, but it's also the beginning. It's that chance to change the pattern. When I see the Omega butterfly, that's starting the whole thing over again. This is the point where you can choose to completely alter your reality. You can completely change who you are based on your decisions. It's epic power, but the thing with it is that it does take some conscious will.
Yeah.
And you're going to want to use that conscious will because if you're not controlling your reality, somebody else is.
And that's bad.
Generally.
And that's all purry.
Yeah.
It's never as good as doing it yourself. Like, you know, the work.
Exactly. If you want it done right, you got to do it yourself.
Right. Well, it's like organizing your kitchen. Nobody's going to organize your kitchen the way you want to organize your own kitchen.
Don't look at me.
I guess he's the one that organized your kitchen.
No.
So I guess he's also the one who uses it.
No. That man never sets foot in the kitchen unless he absolutely has to.
Yeah, to clean up after you.
Don't expose me like that.
Attacked.
So Jennifer, were we even in the right? Oh my God, that will
be good when we go to court for our divorce because he is fighting me for custody of our son. Thank you so much.
Damn! Cheers, bitch! Good luck to you. It
Yep.
sounds like you got this.
Cheers.
You got this.
Well, shit.
That one.
Good for you.
Woo.
Next.
Right?
That next, we ought to roll now.
That was
Listen,
Jamie.
I've had days like this. Look, I've had days like that. Like when you go to do like a psychic fair, you'll have somebody who's setting up your readings for you. So you may have them back to back to back. You don't know what money you're getting. You don't know what you're getting until the end of the event. All you know is you've got 15 minutes for this person and 5 minutes between them and the next person coming in, which is 5 minutes to try and get them pulled back together and out the door. Because, you know, you hit them like, you come in, you read their life like an open book, and then, you know, there's obviously going to be some emotional response to that. So you got to help them pull their stuff together so they can walk down the hall and get the fuck out.
And that's why you need to tip the readers.
Exactly.
Or in this case, we don't have to deal with you nearly as much, no offense, but we need to pay for the alcohol.
Yeah, I definitely do need some tips, bitches. I'm trying to make, this is my bread and butter now.
What he said. What he said.
Oh, yeah, I think Nicole is next, and then Andrea, because you told me about Andrea after Nicole said she was after. Yeah. So Nicole's next, and I think she wanted a general.
General reading.
Oh, I got a message.
She did, but it was way up where.
Personal.
Brianna says, y'all can come to my house. I have plenty. Yeah, I know. I've seen it. I'm jealous. She doesn't just have, Brianna doesn't have plenty of alcohol. She doesn't just have like an alcohol cabinet. She has an alcohol cabinet, another alcohol cabinet, an alcohol freezer, an alcohol refrigerator. And it's like there's so much alcohol. I
And
love
that's why we're friends.
it. Yeah, that exactly. That's why we're best friends.
Huh?
All right. So who are we reading for?
Nathan's sister.
Nathan's sister.
All my sisters. I think both of my sisters are in this chat.
Oh yeah, Nicole. Right?
Nicole
Yeah.
wants a general.
Nicole Delancre.
Ooh. Judgment.
Ooh. Yin Yang upside down.
Sorry,
Ooh.
seven of
I
wands.
know.
Seven of wands. Seven of wands.
So I gotta show this one off. I thought this one was pretty witty.
It is
If
pretty
you love
cool.
that.
Yeah. It's a yin yang sign, but if you look on this side, like on the dark side, that's
Mhm.
actually blue. It's like blue with veins in it, and then the red in the center. So like you got the black and white, the Western style yin yang, where it's just black and white thinking, and then the blue and the red was supposed to represent the more Eastern style of thinking, where it's hot and cold.
Oh,
The
okay.
dichotomy of opposites rather than of good and evil.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
So
Yeah.
before we start, there's people in here that don't know how to use the Cash App.
I
Oh.
don't know how to use the Cash App. I set it up literally for this.
So when you install the app, you have to connect your like debit card or whatever kind of card to it. And then on like when you open it up, it'll come up to this screen. See? You see it? And then you can type in however much you need. Like I'm just gonna do 25 just because. So you type in 25 and then you hit pay. And then you'll type in our Cash App numbers. Like Dottie's is the $, Dottie the Psychic, and then you'll hit pay. For Nathan's, you'll type in the $, Blue Knight, and then hit pay. And then mine, you'll type in the $, Mark 3825 pay.
The name's on the bottom of the screen.
And it's scrolling on the bottom.
Yeah. And then what we'll do is we should see that come through our cellular
God
devices.
bless you, dear. God bless you.
Right. All right. And then Anthony's in the chat as well. So if you guys need any help, Anthony can assist as well.
Good luck, Anthony.
Bless you.
Bless you. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you.
And I do this on the computer. I don't know.
You might be able to.
Hang on. Let me do something real quick. If I disconnect, everybody has to take a shot.
Well, Mark, while you're doing
Hard
that,
card game I've ever played. I'm loving the hell out of it. Don't
right?
understand.
So yes, you can do it from your computer. If you go to cash.app, you can sign in through the computer. So there's that.
Or make an account through the computer.
Or make an account, yeah.
I do love this. This reminds me of college card drinking games. There's no real objective to the card game except to get drunk.
Right? And I told my sister, like my younger sister, she's having a birthday party right now for my oldest nephew. Well, her oldest kid. And I said, you know, if you guys are drinking and if you just want to listen in every time Mark says, I love that for you, have everybody take a shot.
Out. I have a little fan that says shade, but it's put away right now. I wish I'd have thought to break it out. It literally says shade on it. It could be like. So anyway, this reading.
Oh yeah, judgment. So your past card is judgment, Nicole. Turning point, wake up call, no going back. Undeniable change, awakening consciousness, evolution has occurred, metamorphosis, possibly beyond your expectations, a new reality. The tectonic plates of change shift as the Archangel Michael blows his horn. It is the ultimate wake-up call, signaling your life will never be the same. The husband, wife, and child reflect the masculine, feminine, child self, and adult self. It is all parts of the soul heeding the call. They emerge from coffins. Their allegory of the end days is apparent when the dead rise. Basically, it's a big change in your past.
Is it my turn? Is it my turn?
Yeah.
First, let me preface this by saying I don't appreciate the slander. Now,
notice
I have the 7. Shut up, Nathan. It's my turn. I have the 7 of Wands. This kind of goes along with Nathan's card. It depicts a female figure pretty much standing up for what they believe in. Like, I feel like whatever impasse you're going to come across, you need to stand firm with what it is. And you need to make sure it is exactly what you want to be defending and stand firm to defend it. So there's that.
Okay, so
I'm still gagged and gooped with what Nathan said. I don't appreciate it.
Mark, did you just get scalped?
I did.
Okay.
Wig flew. Your tone seems very pointed right now, Nathan.
Not at all.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Dottie.
Okay, well, putting those all together, you've got, what do you say, judgment, and then the 7 of Wands about, you know, big change, standing your ground. This one, the way it's pointed is that the loss of the black and white thinking. It's looking at things in colors rather than shades of gray. You know, rather than thinking of things as being good or bad, you have to think of them as a spectrum of things. That there's no necessary good and evil. There's self and not self. But there's also, you know, the relationship you have with other people. It's a very colorful world. So just learning to break that dichotomy thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Because traditionally, the original yin yang was not black and white. It was red and blue. The Eastern yin and yang is a masculine versus feminine energy. And you have to have some masculine energy in the feminine and some feminine in the masculine in order to find a balance.
It's all a spectrum.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I definitely land somewhere in the middle of that shit.
So, balance in your future, sis.
It also kind of tells you that whatever decision you stand by, as long as you do it with, you know, honesty and kindness, and, you know, as long as you do it from an honest perspective, it's going to be the correct answer.
Yeah.
Don't question yourself later. Yes, you could have taken the other path, but you didn't. That's not the path you choose.
You should have questioned it. Your questioning should have been during the change.
Right.
Not later on.
Nathan just said mic drop.
Always.
See, that's the thing. It's like sometimes it doesn't matter. Whatever answer you choose is the right decision. Or the wrong decision. It has more to do with what you feel about it. You know?
Or sometimes the wrong decision has to teach you something that the right decision couldn't have.
Exactly.
But that's just my intoxicatedness.
Yeah.
Oh.
About to catch up with some NyQuil, man.
I wonder if I showed, this is what Nicole said about a reading. I want to see, oh, okay, so everything stays up but our names. Yeah. Girl. She didn't have to ask for advice.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And she said it helps, our reading helped a lot.
Good. I'm glad.
You're welcome.
We'll go with Andy.
And Andy, where's Andy? Anthony's helping me. Because Andrea's next. Oh.
Does Andrea want to just random or a general one too? Oh, nope, never mind.
She asked this specifically, but she said if not, if this isn't like a good tidbit, a general will work.
Hi, Autumn. Hi,
Okay,
Raven.
so this is one of the things I do that most people don't know, but I love to do dream interpretation. Let's go ahead and do the reading, but let me tell you what, that's one of the services I offer. If you want to talk about your dream, and we'll actually pick it apart, girl.
Hint, hint, Andy. Her link is in the description.
DottieThePsychic.com.
Because she's got her shit together. We don't.
At least I'm really good at pretending like I do.
And that's all that matters.
That's
Now,
really
you
all
just
that
fake it
matters.
till you make it.
That's so funny. Oh, God. Okay, so it's funny because I usually don't bring my citrine. And we've mentioned the dead twice. And this is for, yes. What do you got, Mark? What is that? Citrine? What is that?
I don't know.
He's like, I don't know.
It's a pretty rock. It looks like some snowflake agate or something.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll go with that. But the other side looks like this. I didn't get it. I went over to do my boss's. This is gonna proclaim how gay I am.
That's all right, honey. I'm queer as a $3 $3
I heard
bill.
that.
What was
I know
that?
you didn't say anything, but I heard that.
Yeah, I'm queer as a $3 bill, or I'm queer as a football bat, or there's a few
Anyways,
of them.
yeah, exactly. You understand.
Right.
I went over to do my boss's and her daughter's and her friend's nails the other day. And her daughter brought down a giant box, and she's like, "You know about crystals?" And I said, "Yep,
So,
sure do." And she's like, "You want one of them?" And I said, "Well, they're yours." And she's
I
like,
know
"Well,
that crystals will
Do you know about
no,
crystals?
I'm not. Sorry.
I literally leaned on the table and went, "Yeah, do you?" And she's like, "Kind of. I want to give you this one." And she handed it to me, and I'm like, "Oh my God, are you sure?" And she's like, "Yeah, you can have it." And I said, "Okay."
I don't know why I thought that was so funny, but just the box, the image of the.
Let me tell you about our Lord and Savior.
I do know that any rock will repel negative people if you throw it at them hard enough.
Exactly.
Yes. It's so
Okay.
true.
What are we doing?
Andrea's reading. Did you
I
read
got
it?
the hiccups again.
Did you read it, Mark? Were you able to read it?
Her anxiety,
Yeah, and a little bit about her past, her. There it
late
is.
friend, Heather.
Yeah.
That. Okay.
But anyway, so citrine, I don't know if it works the same for you, Dottie, but for me, my relationship with citrine, it clarifies the connection between.
I'm bad at rocks.
Cheating on it?
I sound like anti-normal. Like, I'm not what you think of as your normal. Like, I'm bad at anything that requires a list of memorization is fucking out.
Well, I find that so how I like rocks are not, I say rocks, but crystals, gemstones, rocks are not really my huge forte either. But lately, like this one was gifted to me. But I find that certain ones I probably hold in esteem, what, 4? I use like 4, right? 4 gemstones. And that's basically all I know because that's what works.
Right.
Well, anyway, citrine for me clarifies the messages between the dead people, no offense meant, and us. So, moving on with that, Andrea, this is what I got. I got the world.
I still think that looks like Botticelli's Birth of Venus.
I know you do. I know.
And you can't prove me otherwise.
And I'm not gonna try.
Good, don't.
I'm not gonna try.
I'll touch you.
So I don't even need the book for this one because we saw it last week or the week before last. This is the world card. It's Nirvana, Andrea. I think this kind of represents you felt like you kind of had it all. The world was in your hands in regards to this. I think like to me, I'm getting like you're getting a comparison and maybe you shouldn't be, but you're simplifying your past to having everything, the world, literally, you know? So that's what I get from that.
Sure, Jan.
On to you, Marcia.
Should have put my hair up in pink.
Wait, is that the pretty one? I'm fine with that. Never mind.
I'm like, why are you insulted?
Marcia. Did we just become best friends? Anyways. In the Ace of Pentacles, the universe offers up a swirling manifestation of beauty and abundance. This card suggests that shaping the look and feel of the world around us is within our grasp. This card is about prosperity coming out of possibility and productivity. The Greek key is a nod to both culture and modern design by the legendary fashion house of Versace. Funny enough, I wear Versace cologne, and sometimes when people ask me what it is, I say it's Versace because this is going off topic so damn fast, but I don't care. One of my favorite all-time. What?
Nothing.
Anyways, one of my all-time favorite movies of all time, and I don't care if people laugh at me for this, is Showgirls. Like whenever she first gets her job at the topless show, she goes to Versace and buys this dress, and they're like, one day she looks like Pollyanna, the next day I don't know what, and they're like, I love your dress, and she's like, thanks, it's Versace. And that has stuck with me through the entirety of my life. But anyways, however, the growth within each of us is not just about glitter and gilding the lily. I don't know what that means, but I don't like it, and it sounds filthy.
Yeah, it's when you put glitter on your twat.
Is that like bejazzling? Anyways.
You two,
yeah, Jason just said they found out your secret. No wonder I make so much money. But the forming and shaping to become well-rounded and to attain gleaming perfection. The emanation of clear spiritual light instills newness, fresh awakenings, and resurrection. Let this card remind us that the light of spirit may guide us to a new joy-filled life. So
Ooh, the light of spirit may guide us to a new joy-filled life.
I feel like she said late friend Heather.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she's no longer with us.
Yes.
Right.
I feel like she might be trying to tell you something. I mean, obviously, you've had this reoccurring dream about her or with her for the past 2 weeks. So, Andrea, yes, you totally should put glitter down there. It'll brighten things up. No, I'm kidding.
Don't
do
put
it.
glitter down there.
No,
Don't,
you might
don't,
get some kind of
don't,
infection.
don't.
I don't know
It's
how. I
traffic
know
herpes
this
and
may
it'll
come
become
as a
real
shock
herpes.
to most of you, but like, I don't know much about the female anatomy.
No.
Don't do it. It's an itty and not an outie. Don't do it. I'm sorry.
It did say shining light, so like maybe. No,
Don't do it. Okay.
I'm kidding. No, but seriously, I feel like that person is trying to tell you something, and like you should look at how the dream is playing out, and I feel like you should listen or read into more what's going on.
Or go to Dottie The Psychic.com and get a dream.
Or do that and get a more accurate reading.
Yeah, because I mean, if we want to do a reading on if you want to do a dream interpretation, it is Carl Jung's psychotherapy. I've been reading a lot of Carl Jung lately, but okay, so
We love Carl Jung.
I'm gonna tell you that my cards did a thing.
You stand.
Yeah, my cards did a thing. Like I went to pull the first card and show it, and then I thought I just put it on the top of the deck, but it went somewhere. I'm guessing I accidentally shuffled it in, so I lost it. So I reshuffled. The first card I got was the Tree of Life, which is the Kabbalistic map to godhood, as it were. It's the way that it is like and that way of thinking, it's almost like the mathematical pathway to creation. Very deep symbol. Some reason it got shuffled back in, so I don't know what's going on there, but I feel like there's a deeper mystery going on here. And then when I reshuffle, I got this card.
Ooh.
Which I'm sure some of you recognize the terrestrial star, the pinnacle in the heart. So if you look at this, I drew it like a locket, but every heart has like a cutting point. You know, when I see the cutting point, that is a barrier. That's a strong barrier. Hi, Snow.
Hi, Snow.
I didn't want to interrupt anybody. I'm sorry.
That's all right. But so when I get this card, I think of somebody who is leading with their heart.
Right.
In a lot of the same ways the broken-hearted knight protects and helps other people heal. You take your experiences. The parts that have been knocked out have only been a way to be carved into something greater.
Dottie.
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah.
They're like the same thing.
I don't have anything to show.
It's okay, Mark. Anyway, leading with your heart.
Yeah, so that's and then I also got like this one. So I ended up getting like three. Like I said, my cards did something. When I see this one, I think this is somebody who's coming into their season.
Mm.
You've been through winter, you've been through spring, and now is your summer.
Okay.
The beginning of your summer.
It's gonna get hot.
Be that hot bitch.
Yes. But also, like, and I think it ties into, like, not to look back. Like I said, I feel like this card was really saying, like, you're comparing your past to having the world. And it's like the situation hasn't, I mean, it has changed, obviously. But she's like, you know, the message is like, your summer is here. Don't look back at your winter. You know, like, sure, Christmas is great, but what about swimming pools on the beach?
Hi, Draven.
Sometimes the dead will come back in our dreams to make a point. And usually that point is to live well. I mean, the best way to honor your ancestors and piss off your enemies is to live well.
Live well and prosper. Isn't that what Spock says?
Live
See?
long and prosper.
Thank you. Jason's a giant Star Trek person, so.
Anthony, I can't even. Oh God.
Hi, Raven. I'll miss you.
Do we have? Oh, bye, Raven. Thank you for coming.
They said they'll be back, so it's fine.
Okay. Awesome. Did we have another question after Andrea? We need more questions.
Ugh.
And tips.
Yes.
Yes, because I need to pay for this alcohol.
Does anybody else here watch ContraPoints?
What?
Huh?
ContraPoints? No, okay, so she's a bit political. And I've been watching her since pre-transition. And I love her, and she's the one I get all she's the one I find out about, new iconic things in the LGBT community, like when they say yas or everybody's about MILF, and I don't know, like when I pick up a new I'm like, ContraPoints. Yes, if you have heard of that channel, and I gotta tell you what, I am giving away a little bit of my political identifications there, but I don't care also because
Do it.
I love what she's got to say. But,
Laura wants a general.
But
Okay.
she just did one. She just pulled one out about envy that was like mind blowing, a little mind blowing. I don't know why that came out. ADD.
I don't know either, but I'm gonna have to check it out because even Draven Michael said that they know. So
Yeah.
ContraPoint.
ContraPoints is the name of the channel. The lady who does it is Natalie Wynn, and she is an iconic trans woman.
Okay. I'm gonna watch it. Listen, I may have to text, like, if I message you tomorrow and be like, what was that channel you mentioned?
That's fine.
But, like, I'm gonna watch it.
Laura wants a general. And then Andrea wants to do one for her husband.
A general. Because he's watching too.
All right, I pulled for Laura.
I did too. I'm good.
Wait, oh my God. Ah.
So, Laura, for yours, I have Two of Cups, which is, to me, an exchange. And I'll be past. Girl, drink that up. Burn it out.
Camera.
For what it's fighting, what it's doing. It's on its last leg.
I'm on my last leg.
Don't die.
That would make life awful boring.
Right? Really, though.
The gods can't let me die. I'm actually entertaining right now.
Yes, with the rainbow fan.
Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, pass. Two of Cups. To me, this card represents an emotional exchange or trade-off in the past. So, emotional trade-off, it could be a relationship, maybe. You guys both kind of benefit because it's an equal share type of thing. So that's what I'm getting, an emotional trade-off for the past.
I got the Two of Wands. Let me show it to you the right way. Ta-da. The keywords for this will be crossroads, progression, decisions, and options. In the card, it's two female figures standing back to back, pointing with each of their wands. I feel like there is going to be a decision that is going to come up, and I feel like you need to go with your gut instinct and just go with your gut instinct. Hang on, let me read you, if I may. What?
You may.
You all looking at the books. I don't know what to do with you children.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Right?
This is a new deck. I haven't got a good feel for it. Choice must be
Listen.
made as to how you as an individual would like to best apply the original inspiration. Courage is required to challenge yourself, to be decisive, and to take a risk. There is no right way or wrong way. It is simply that individual expression is now required. Your idea is brimming with potential and is compelling enough to motivate you into action. Go for it. Like, just go for it. With what
I don't
you
know what it is, but do it.
Sponsored by
Do it. Do it.
So,
Do it. Do it.
on that note,
On that note, she's gonna say, "Don't do it."
no, I'm gonna say I've got the shield of whimsy here.
Ooh.
So not only do it, but do it with a childlike heart. Do it with joy.
Okay.
Remember that life is
Mark
about
sounds
living here,
mosquito.
right? Life is a freak show, and we're the main act.
Amen to that.
Yeah, you're the main act. Yeah, that's where I was going. Life's a freak show, and you're the main act. You know, I want to put that line in the video now.
Oh, she said
Moscato.
Mimoso.
it means stuffy. Oh,
Yes,
I'm very
Neti
stuffy.
Pot.
Yeah,
I'm sharing all his secrets.
Oh.
Mark Nettie.
I did. It was great. I loved it. It was like it's not Mark tonight. It's Marsha. Yeah. Well, hang on.
Do it, but do it. Whatever this emotional trade-off is, do it, but do it with joy. Do it with childlike.
Okay, so when I see this card, I'm gonna tell you when I came up with this card, the whole idea was to go fly a kite. There's a certain amount of resilience and stoicism in enjoying the simple things of life. Stop and smell the roses. Fly the kite. Spend time with your loved ones doing stupid shit.
What
Do
is,
Yes.
what is SIL?
I don't know what SIL. My
Sister-in-law?
Sister-in-law?
Oh shit! I didn't even get that.
I don't know how I got that. Is that what that is?
It is.
Do it and show us.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do
You
it.
can do it.
I
You
feel
can
like
do
the
it
F-word
all
from
night.
Star
No.
Wars. Do it.
Does anybody remember Waterboy? Are y'all that old?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel much
Bruiser
better.
Bulk was in that movie. I love that
Yes,
movie.
we love Faruja.
Yeah.
Oh, it is Sister-in-Law. Good job, Nathan.
Listen, The Craft came out of a very informative age for me. I watched that with my Girl Scout troop. A
Nice.
big old bunch of us ended up being Wiccan.
We stand.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I was in Boy Scouts, and I remember very fondly we watched the Pokemon movie, and everybody started crying. And I was like, "What the hell is wrong with y'all?"
Because it's sad.
We're not
Which
all
one?
Mark.
Yeah, we're not all heartless Capricorns, Mark.
I remember, like, speaking of the Craft, I remember my mom one day was sitting in the living room, and she's like, "Hey, you want to come watch a movie with me? It's The Craft. It's a very weird movie." And I said,
I fucking love the soundtrack. If you put that shit on right now, my ass will be jumping around like I'm Uncle Kane.
"But we can't because it's copywritten." And
I know.
we were listening to the Donnas for like 2 minutes.
And I yelled at him.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
we don't-
congratulations, Brianna."
Ron says I am Mark.
What was the next person who had a question?
I don't know, but the card that flipped upside down is going to be their card. Oh,
Andrea's husband wanted a general.
okay.
He's watching and he's very confused, but he wants one.
Well, I got the card for him.
This is my shuffle technique at this point.
Nice. This card just flipped out, so that's going to
Dottie,
be
listen.
card, and I love it.
Don't come for me. I'm too
You know what?
intoxicated,
Ain't no
honey.
shame in your game. You know what? You just got see. Here's the thing. Whenever you do something weird, you just got to add a little flair. Make it seem mystical. Yes, I'm mixing the cards so that I can feel the proper one for you, and I'll gather them up and just add a little twist. Do a little head bop and a little flair with the hands, and nobody's gonna know the fucking difference.
What was it from? What was that movie? Oh, What Men Want. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Where the psychic goes, and like some of the cards are like Uno reverse. That's me.
Mama wants a reading after we're done with this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Two of Swords and reversed for me.
9 of Cups. Look how pretty this is.
I got to explain this one. It does not have a name.
Or is this King? Yeah, King.
Look how pretty.
That is pretty.
Ooh.
Look at this one, man. This is one of my pride and joys right here.
Oh, that is really pretty.
They have similar like looks in their eyes.
It's the Eye of Osiris and Isis and Osiris.
Thank you.
I'll explain. I'll explain.
Yes, please do. I find your cards absolutely fascinating in that they mean something specific, and it's not like general tarot, but it's like something super awesome to you. I love that.
So this is how I've learned to read cards. And this is a great general way. If you want to avoid looking at the book all the time, and now don't get me wrong, whenever somebody is looking at the book, I'm like, wow, I was way the fuck off. But here's a good general rule of thumb, is you kind of memorize each deck, each suit is an element. There's 4 suits.
Right.
So for each suit, or for each number, there's a different vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it gets tough in the middle, and then usually, you start out with high power, feeling good. Somewhere in the middle, right around 5s, things kind of get screwy right in that area, and then you go back up to 10s where you've mastered it. You've gotten through it. You think of it like a journey from 1 to 10. So once you've kind of gotten that energy, that idea, so when you get like a 6 of, say, wands, 5 sucks, so 6 is moving past that suckiness. Wands are communication since they're wind. So when I'll get a 6 of wands, I think that you're learning to communicate better, but you're still in a very difficult place.
Noah just called Nathan the blue hair Cher. It's so funny. It's so funny because Noah thinks Nathan's that iconic.
Oh. Okay.
Anyways.
Okay, Nettie.
Try that. Go through and think of a reason for each number, and then 7s are a holy number, 3s are a number of construction.
I'm gonna try.
It's much easier.
Definitely. Anything that makes me better, because listen, if I could just come up with this while I'm intoxicated, it'd make my job so much easier.
Girl, I've learned to read poker cards drunk as shit.
I don't know how to play poker.
Wait, now see, this is a matter of necessity. I tell you, so I started bringing cards to the bar to read, but some days I wouldn't want to bring my cards to the bar, but people would be like, you know what, I'll give you $10 for a reading. I'm like,
hot damn.
All right, fine. And that's when I learned to read palms and cigarette smoke.
That'd be neat.
It's not hard.
It's
not hard. Once you understand that divination is a process, you are a channeler. You are the psychic. It doesn't matter what you're using. The book is somebody else's words, but ultimately the message coming through the cards is for you. Now, if you tell those cards you're going to use the book, then you're going to have to use the book because you won't feel like you're getting the message. But honestly, you'll start to pull the energy down. And for people who are just starting out, it is easier to start out in person where the other person can kind of shuffle the cards and get their energy on it. But once you reach a certain level, you're reaching through the astral field, and all you need is the sound of their voice or their name and birth date.
Or text.
It's a way of making a divine connection. Huh?
Or text on a YouTube screen.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
That's legit how a way to connect to your higher self. By you reaching out and me reaching out for you, then we will make a connection.
I feel like when I'm drunk, I give better tarot readings. So
where are we? Have we done this reading yet?
No.
Welcome to the club.
I just go on a 10-minute rant about how to do
No,
this
it's
shit.
cool. Listen, like,
Y'all wanted a professional lesson. I'll give you a professional lesson.
yes, do it. I'm here for it.
I'm going to read you so hard.
Yes.
Damn. We're gonna be sore,
Hey.
Nathan. We're gonna be sore.
Hey.
Oh my
The
god.
other reason I'm not
Oh
invited.
my god.
Oh my god.
All right, so I got King of Swords in reversed, which usually face cards mean to me a person or a specific energy. So this is a possible you, possibly a specific energy in your life with mental instability, not grasping the truth of the situation, needing to take control over all areas in your life in the past. In the past.
You good?
I'm good. I'm going to potty while you read.
Mine is the Nine of Cups. Now, I don't know if you're able to tell it, but the cup she is holding with her hair symbolizes the different phases of the moons. Now, the one she's holding in her hand, you're not Nathan. Anyways, the one she's holding in her hands is a full moon, right? Yeah, the one she's holding in her hands is a full moon. Now, to me, it's almost like she, in this case, he has achieved, I don't want to say inner peace, but has come to terms with who they are and who they've become. And I feel like it's just very calm and like they know what they're doing in a sense. And it's very grounded and peaceful. Because when you think about it, the cup being full means like you've accomplished stuff, and like you just accomplished stuff, and you feel at peace with that.
You accomplished filling the cup.
Exactly. Just like I'm about to fill this cup with red wine.
Right.
Do it.
So I think, and it's funny how these lead into one another, because that's really where you get that's really where the divination bit comes in, is leading on to one another. This card, upright, there we go, now you can see it. Upright, it's religion. To me, if you look, there's a whole lot of different symbolisms going on. I rarely seem to get this card upright. I always seem to get it upside down. So for me, when I see this card that represents a multitude of different faith systems, when I see it upside down, it represents a faith without religion.
Ooh.
It's finding your own way through accepting that the other ways had something good about them, but were ultimately corrupted. Oh, and I did see a question about, do you suggest any rune books? And I am not super huge into runes, but these were my brother's books that I got after he died. Got this one.
That one's pretty.
I really like
pretty.
it because it's got a tutor sheet in the front and the back, and then it goes into more details, and it talks more about what's like because traditionally there's no real there's no actual connection between the archaic Futhark and the individual meaning of the runes. They were a writing system. That would be like it would literally, they were letters of an alphabet. It would be literally like us assigning meaning to the ABCs, which would be interesting, and I would love to see.
I totally think we could do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I could do that, I think. I feel like I could do that better than I could runes.
honestly, I mean, it would be interesting, and this is the other one, but I just want you to remember, that traditionally the runes as individuals did not have a meaning. They were letters of an alphabet. So you might want to try making an alphabet rune style. You know, your own.
And
Remember, you're going to use your A's and stuff.
Mark sells runes, but he doesn't have a shop yet because
I'm working on it.
Leave
me
you
alone.
need to message me, girl. I will help you.
Blue-haired wannabe share.
D&D dice for divination. I love it. I love it. Let me know how that goes. It sounds like you may want to get into
I have dice molds too.
It would be, I think if you're going to do D&D dice for divination, you would have to use definitely some sort of numerology. Some basic, probably Kabbalistic numerology. But you may want to find something that's a little bit, because that's only good for like, I think 1 through 10 or something. I may be talking my ass now.
Anyway, back to this reading. I find it interesting that the future card was about faith without religion, and the past card is like a mental instability or not grasping the situation. And I was pottying while Mark was reading his. So what is our overall census of this reading?
I think this is a classic transition tale. Like you go from, I think every great, what's the fancy word for it? Elevation? I don't know. When you spiritual transformation. There we go.
Okay, yeah.
Fancy bullshit like that. Starts out with being completely fucked. And moving through that.
Maybe, I mean, I don't know. Andrea was the one who brought this forth for her husband, but maybe there's something spiritual in his life that he needs to get a hold of.
And a lot of times it's learning to accept something in other people. Like, there's this thing that I don't accept, but this person I love. But this person I love is the thing that I don't accept. So I've got to either reject this person I love or change the way I think about this thing.
Are there any other questions? Oh, my mother wanted a reading.
Mama wanted a general reading.
Try putting stuff in the resin. I don't know. I don't do resin.
Mark and Laura, are you friends with Laura on Facebook, Mark?
I don't know. Am I? Laura, are we friends on Facebook?
Just got the Laura. No, it's Laura. Sisters.
Laura, are we friends? If not, I'll add you, or you can add me whenever I'm not drunk. Anyways,
next. A link tree in the description.
This is one thing. Like, okay, so here's the thing in mind. Like, when I was young, I remember watching a special where these like Indian, I think they were Hindi, like yogis or something like that. Wise men from the Middle East. And they would walk around in basically nothing but like an adult diaper, and they would carry their gourd for water and a bowl for begging, and that was all they carried with them. And they would read fortunes using the backs of their
when is Marcia not drunk? Noah, that is a good question. Let me get on top of that.
Marcia's lit. I don't know what you're talking about.
I am. At least I'm not playing with my hair. That is true.
Who's playing with her hair?
Me. I was always mess. Anyways, I found the good style for it. It's swoop-de-dooped.
Swoop-de-dooped?
Swoop-de-dooped. And I'm fine with that. I'm drunk. Next.
Who are we reading for?
Nathan's mama.
For my ma.
Okay, hang on. Let me do this shit. Hang on.
I got judgment again. For the past again.
Oh, shit.
I know, right?
Well, not that. My card.
Oh.
Wait,
I got the devil in reverse. Hey, that looks like a phallic symbol.
I love
but
it.
I know it's a butterfly.
I didn't realize it was phallic till you said something.
I know it's a butter. Like I know it's a butterfly.
Now she's like the whole card reversal meaning has changed.
Upside down.
I
Damn,
know
I
it's
didn't even
I
realize.
know it's a butterfly, but it just screamed. Never mind. Sorry.
Leave it to the
Yeah,
game
I
man
don't
to
notice
see
until you
death
said something.
everywhere.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We
Oh,
love
shit.
Alex here. We
Cloud
stand.
bird, dog, fingers.
So, my judgment in reverse. A big change has happened, and I know what's happening in your life personally. Big change has happened. So we're just gonna leave it at that. You got that. You know what subject that's on.
Is
Big
it me?
change. No, it's not you, honey.
No, but like, is it my turn? Is
Yes,
it me?
sir.
Am I the villain?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's your turn.
The devil stands out in the universe while a man and a woman cling to his horns. The man and the woman are bound to each other and also to the devil with red ropes that cover their eyes from which they can no longer see. Choosing to remain in the place in the darkness is kind of ignorance. The devil can lead to luck or ruin and indicate strong attraction and intense sexuality that can lead to salvation as well as destruction. In us lies a dark, abject side, fearful of the mysterious power of temptation. It is up to us to decide whether to free ourselves from the evil that stagnates in us or let ourselves be overwhelmed by it. We have two paths to take, one of good and the other of evil. It is up to us to decide which way to go. So, funny enough, that reminds me of a line from a show.
Is this the same deck you used the last episode?
I think so.
I'm not loving that Pride deck descriptions.
Listen,
Throw the book away. You don't need the damn descriptions anyway.
That's true.
Make that shit up as you go. Nobody's gonna know the fucking difference.
so
Say it with conviction. Say it
Buy
from your
the
balls
deck,
and no
throw
one
the
will
book
know.
away.
the line I was talking about is from American Horror Story Hotel,
Oh yeah.
and Gaga is in it. Obviously, she's my favorite. I love her. One of the lines she says, "We have two selves. One the world needs us to be compliant, and the shadow, ignore it, and life is forever suffering." I don't know why that just jumped out to me, but
No, that makes sense to me because the devil is all about the devil card is not. That's why I don't like the descriptions in the book for that deck. It's because that deck to me, like for this card, it's all about good and evil, whereas it's really the shadow versus our mask, our public mask, right?
right.
Like Gaga said in her quote, the shadow unignored, we all suffer.
Mhm.
So I feel like it's important for us to really realize, at least in this reading, I feel like the devil card in reverse is like a confusion. It's like it's like saying, the shadow may seem evil or may seem bad, but really unignored or ignored. We're all for worse, right?
Okay, so let me give you my spin on the devil card.
Do it.
So when I think of the devil, I think of traditional definition of evil. And when I think of the traditional definition of evil, I don't think of people who do things just to hurt people.
Okay.
Yes, there is a sadistic element to it, but they're doing it for their pleasure to the detriment of others.
Okay.
And the devil is as much about the effect that he has on the world as he is about his drive to do it. So when I see the devil upside down, I often see people who are screwing themselves and everyone else over trying to do the right thing.
Okay. That makes sense too.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of goes with the card that I got, because I've got this, if you look at it, the phallic symbol, but upright, this
Sorry.
For those who don't know, phallic means penis.
To the penis.
You're
Anyway, so if you look at it, it's the butterfly. there's 10 butterflies in this deck. At the end of each suit, I drew a butterfly is the card that kind of completes the deck. It is a completion card, the transformation, the end. So, with it being the yin-yang suit, you can't tell it over in the corner. Can you see over here in the back, Wade? It's back.
Oh, I
Wade.
see it. I see it.
That's the whole
Yeah.
suit with the yin-yang suit. With it, but it's upside down. So, like, if it's right side up, that is a completion that is seeing things in color as well as black and white. But being upside down, that means that you're not seeing things to at their full value. That's almost like so if you get into Hermeticism, there's the pillar of mercy and the pillar of severity. Too much mercy is allowance. That's not having boundaries. That's allowing people to walk all over. Too much severity is cruelty. And when I see this card upside down, I see that you're going one way or the other. Now, I don't know which way you're going, but that kind of goes with the devil card there. So you've got to really stop and think about the effect more than the quote-unquote morality.
Do you hear that, mob? You're either going too much mercy or not enough. You're going one way too far. Do you hear that?
I heard a noise. Is that our Cash App?
I don't know. I think that's Mark texting.
Yeah, that's my phone. I'm sorry. It's going insane.
Oh.
Sorry.
I was hoping for that payday.
We're hoping for that shot, y'all.
Yeah, I'm confused too. I want you to... Okay, this is one of those readings that you're probably not going to figure out in 10 minutes, but I want you to just come back and check on this live stream later and think about it. Because
well, also...
I have an idea of what it could mean because I have some. I'll get with you, Ma. I'll have my people call your people. In other words, I'll call.
Always remember, goddesses don't speak in whispers; they scream.
That's good advice.
Thank you. The Countess said that on American Horror Story Hotel.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Usually, when I see cards like these laid together like that, I think you're killing yourself for something that is not giving you proper dues.
You hear that?
Or someone.
Repeat it for the people in the back.
Usually when I see these cards put together, I think of somebody who is working their ass off for people or a situation that couldn't give a shit about them. We gotta look. We gotta look, y'all.
Right? Even Anthony was like, "Oh," but I'll call you, Mom.
I'm sorry. I calls it the way I sees it.
No. We read for filth. We read for filth. Okay. See, you got her thinking. She said, I'm like, I think she know, like, I'm not being like, Mom, take my idea out of who I do and do not like. Take that out. And you know who I'm thinking it is. It's a female. You know, Ma. You know. Anyway, next question. Did we get another question?
What?
Are you getting text? I didn't know you were that
My
popular.
sister is messaging me.
Does
What's
she want
she
a
want?
reading?
Yeah, really.
Nikki, do you want a reading? Memphis, ask your mom if she wants a reading.
Memphis. Why has Memphis not said yes? He wants a reading.
Vote for Pedro.
Yay.
If y'all only knew.
Come here, Luther. You
God.
want to say hi, Luther? Oh, it's time for my dog to make his mandatory interlude. He's contractually obligated to be on camera at least one live.
Well, listen, Dottie's roommate has a dog, and
This is my dog.
Oh,
This
it's
is
your
my
dog.
Luther
I
baby.
thought it was your roommate's dog.
No, it's my Luther, but he's my divorce baby. I got him and a suitcase full of dirty clothes and a fancy book. Okay.
Is Luther the one that sings?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
My sister wants a general reading.
Who?
Nikki.
I'll be right back.
Okay. She's breaking the seal.
I
I
haven't
know.
eaten once yet.
She's like, I know, girl. I know, because she knows. She knows. She knows.
We been new. I don't know. Memphis said, she said yes.
She said yes. Memphis, we love you.
We stand Memphis.
We do. Gosh, this shuffling is really getting out of control.
And then Jennifer wants a general after my sister.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all queen. Okay.
What is this? 2. I'm not even going to use the book. Well, I might, but I'm not going to use the book for this one. I'm going to take Miss Dottie's advice and try not to use the book.
Yeah,
Hang on. I gotta focus on something. Hang on.
Oh, I tell you what. Sometimes when I get rolling, here's the thing. If you ever get a chance to work a psychic fair, number 1, do not pull out that book. But you got to go. If you ever want practice, this is the awfulest thing I ever did with my life, but I do not regret it one bit. See if you can go to a bar and just read for beer. Read for beer.
Like, that seems better than a psychic fair to me.
That is a way to get some practice where, if somebody's like, well, you're off. Well, you're not paying. Fuck off.
Right.
You can tell people you're drunk and I don't want to deal with you. But, seriously, whip them out at parties and just leave the book at home. Stop using the book.
Okay.
Down. Make me slap your hands.
Do it.
Do it. Oh, okay.
Hey, look, people pay extra for me to hit them.
When I held this up, was it reversed or was it? I thought
Doesn't
so.
matter, honey. Just roll with it. That's the thing. Just roll with it. What you've got in your hands is what you're working with.
Who are we reading for again?
My sister.
Oh, yeah. Nikki, world is in your hand, but you're looking for more. In reverse.
Don't say that. She's a Leo. She's gonna conquer the world.
This is the past.
It's another one of these beautiful cards that I will just have to explain.
Yeah, Marshall, whip them out at parties. Noah.
It's the 3 of kaleidoscopes.
Ooh.
I got the 9 of Pentacles. So
Go ahead, Mark.
no, go ahead with yours. Oh, you already
I
did yours.
said world is in her hand, but she's looking for more.
So mine is the 9 of Pentacles. See?
Yep.
It pictures I'm just going to say a drag queen.
Don't look at the book. I dare you to
I
not
don't.
look at the book.
The book's right here. I'm going to throw it.
All right. Let me see that. There you
I'll do
go.
it.
Now tell me what that card means. Tell me what you
Don't
see.
hit the cat.
What?
Don't hit the cat.
I didn't. The cats aren't in here.
Okay, go.
Oh, my God. The 9 of Pentacles. I feel like this card represents...
Okay, if you feel like you're stuck, these are 2
No, I'm trying to say that. Let me see.
Okay.
I
And
feel
the
like
third has to do with the earth.
since my sister is a Leo, I'm trying to say this without getting her mad at me. But
Do it.
I'm
It's
just,
the message coming
but I'm
through.
just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. I feel
can
like
play it.
anytime she's anywhere, like at parties or anything like that. Enough with the hiccups.
It's the cartoon hiccups for me.
I'm here for it.
Anyway,
I know. I feel like some sort of granny witch.
I feel like anytime she's like at a party or anything like that, like I haven't really been to a party with her, so I don't know how true this is. But she sticks with her group of people because mainly she trusts them. She knows they're not going to do anything stupid. And like, I don't know how this is working for general readings, but like, she sticks with her group of people. Oh my God.
Overcome this. You can do it.
I know. She sticks with her group of people, and I feel like she may. She may need to like overcome this. Is it introverts that like want to stay by themselves?
Yes,
Yeah.
introversion.
I feel like she needs to be like. Listen, my sister is a very strong woman who don't give a shit about anybody, like what they think about themselves.
But she's a Leo.
Well, she doesn't give a shit about what people think about her, and
Every
like
time
that's
Mark
the
Hiccups take a shot. Viewers. I said viewers every time Mark Hiccups take a shot.
we'd all be gone and wasted.
I know.
But,
We need to turn the table and make the viewers take a shot every time you hiccup.
She needs to continue that in her life. I know she's going to because I know my sister. Anyways, she needs to continue that. Don't give a shit about people, like about what people think about you, and just go with it. Like you're doing great. Oh God,
Got the world in your hand. Go for more.
You up on Cash App? Oh, they're having trouble with the Cash App. I don't know how the Cash App works, y'all. I don't know. I'm Dottie The Psychic.
Christian Kelly. Mark, put a spoon between your lips and drink a cup of water. Your hiccups will disappear.
That sounds
Or
very-
hold your breath for 40 seconds. That's what we always do.
Take a big, deep breath and let it out very slowly.
I love how everybody has their own medicine.
And none of them actually work. Okay, boys, I want to tell you, you did good for your first time.
Yay!
All right, hold your cards up so I can critique you and tell you what I think.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, I think you did all right. You said you got the four of wands upside down. Is that the 3 or 4 of wands?
This is 2, I think. Oh God, I'm too intoxicated. Hold on. Yeah, it's 2 upside down.
2 of wands. And you say that you have the world in your hands, but you're not really doing anything with it.
Yeah, Lord, looking for more. Like just looking.
Right. Okay, so when I see the twos is a balance card. It's the first balance card. But with it being upside down, that's complete imbalance. So I can totally see where you're looking for the world, even though it's in your hands. So I like that. I think you did good there. And number 1, whatever you see is more important than what the card says. Because you are the intuit. And I really like what you did with the 9 of Pentacles, because Pentacles are a earth symbol. They're the coins. You know, they have to do a lot with finances, real life, things you can lay your hands on. Being the 9's usually what I consider the journeyman. It's not quite the mastery, but it's definitely working towards something. And with the 9 being upside down, that's almost refusing to learn the lesson to move forward.
Oh.
There you go, kids. There's your lesson for the day.
Yay!
What about yours?
Thank you, Professor Dottie.
Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
And
The
thank you.
things you master along the way. Okay, so what I got is, this is actually the 3 of, this whole suit was supposed to be like the suns or stained glass. I don't know. I was drunk in a bar when I drew this. Like years ago now. Like literally drunk in a bar years ago when I drew this. But when I see this card upside down, I think it's getting lost in the kaleidoscope effect. You're looking for the beauty to the point where you have ignored the point. This is definitely one of those self-confusing cards. The answer's right in front of you. You can't see it, but when you do see it, it'll be very obvious, and you won't understand why you couldn't see it the whole time. But that's okay. You had to go through the process to get to the point where you could see it. So don't judge yourself harshly. Just take a step back and let your friends kind of tell you what's obvious.
Or the people you trust.
Yes.
Yeah.
The people you know have your best interest in mind. People who want to see you prosper are the people that love you, and those are the people that you should ask. And there's your metaphysical lesson for the day, kids. Dottie the Psychic, D-O-T-D. Dottie the Psychic.
Do it. Type it into it.
That's what I'm here to do, baby.
Who
Promote.
was that reading for?
My sister.
Nikki. Wasn't there another one we had to do?
Yes.
Who?
It is Jennifer.
Jennifer. Was it a general?
Yep.
Yes.
Girl.
Love you, Laura. I haven't even looked at this thing. I can't even figure out.
Love you,
how to
Laura.
count.
That's what Anthony is for. Is to look at that and let us know at least when there's questions.
Call me now.
I'm kind of to see what your drunk asses are going to do now that you threw the book across the room. Why don't you boys read me? I love it when other psychics read me.
Oh, God. Oh.
After
Do
this
it.
general, we're going to read you.
Fortune favors the bold, my friend.
Okay, we ready for this?
Who are we reading for?
I'm always ready, baby.
Jennifer.
Knighton. Knighton.
Knighton.
Night, Laura.
Oh, fuck. Fudge.
It's fine.
What did you get?
I got this.
Fucking Five of Pentacles.
Is that the Five of Pentacles?
Yeah, did you get it too?
Girl.
Oh, somebody's got something that needs to be heard.
Did you both get the Five
Are
of
you
Pentacles?
listening?
Yes.
Jennifer, are you listening?
Jennifer, this right here is the motherfucking tea.
You know, you'll love it when the spirits done called you a broke bitch in front of everybody.
Right though. Like
You wanna hear
envious.
something else that's funny? That
Like-
bitch done come up in another reading. I got my readings done Thursday. I had a lady on a live stream on my channel, and she pulled the Five of Pentacles too.
Me when I get read, literally.
I've been read by the spirits. I've done been read by Jesus.
Girl, I don't know about that. I cut my hair, but
Okay. So
without the book, I want you to tell me what you think that bullshit means.
so like I'm getting like envious. Like, aren't they? They're looking into. They're obviously impoverished. They're looking into a stained glass window, which I associate with, ritzy people or the church. And they're.
You want with that
I
church
get
money.
kind of envious vibes in the past, personally.
so
Not like jealous, but like, oh, must be nice,
oh yeah.
That's what I'm getting.
So in mine, there is a little girl. It almost feels like she's running away. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say almost feels like. The bitch is running away.
She gone.
Listen. I'm too. This is at the
No,
point of
you're
me
not
being
wrong,
drunk.
baby. Just because you're harsh don't mean you're lying.
No. Like, I'm at this point where I've had enough wine where this shit's just going through me. She is running away from her problems, whether it be like parental fighting, other people's fighting. Like, she's packed her bag. She's fucking leaving. She ain't sticking around, whether it be for the good or bad. She ain't dealing with that shit no more. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but she looks a little bit worried on her face. Or it could mean that she's like, you know what, fuck y'all, I'm done with this shit, bye. Like, I feel
so
like
you got
that's the
past,
point.
You got present and I got future, right?
Right.
Let's see how
Yeah.
this shit's gonna go.
Also, look, I don't know what this is right here. I don't know what that is.
Phone, I wish some bitch would throw me.
Well, that, and I thought it was a finger.
You know, it could be. You could throw me a finger too. I'd accept anything right now, especially Cash App. So hit me up.
Yeah.
Jacqueline, there are different readings other than general. You can ask specific questions in the chat if you'd like. Okay, go ahead, Dottie. Thoughts?
Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll show you my future card right here. And then I'm going to explain it here in a minute. Past and present. I'm a broke ass bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a jealous bitch too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm working on it. I'm not Jesus. I'm not perfect. I ain't even right in the head. But
None of us are right in the head.
so that jealousy card. So I'll tell you what, like I see a lot of my fellow. I'm on a webpage, westvirginiapsychics.com, and they are some of the most beautiful, competent readers that West Virginia, which is a pretty psychic state, has to offer, and they're all making more money than I am.
You know.
Not only that, it gets better.
Why do you say, can I ask, why do you say West Virginia is a psychic state?
For two reasons.
If you only knew.
Number one, you cross that mountain border and you just feel something.
Girl, I feel it, but it ain't anything like to me. Like, listen, no offense to you or Mark.
Don't be dissing West Virginia now.
I'm dissing. I'm sorry.
I get enough of that from my sister.
Listen, honey, them trolls. Like, that is the first thing I feel when I come. Like, sorry, guys. Sorry to get away from readings, but trolls exist. And if you want to know what they feel like, do you some marijuana and go across them borders to West Virginia. And they ain't friendly, y'all.
Oh no, look, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna say it's the best energy in the world. I'm just gonna say it's high energy.
Oh yeah.
You find good mountain people. But this is a magic state. We're up in the mountains. We're one of the few states that is completely in the Appalachian Mountains. We're the one state that the entire state is in the Appalachian Mountains.
There's nothing but mountains.
Parts of the Appalachian Mountains here.
Maybe that's why I like it here so much. Maybe that's why I like it here so much. It's very earthly based.
Montañas Libre. The mountaineer is always free. And that's why I think that we just breed a different kind of psychic. We breed a different kind of people whose bloodline started here and move off has still got the taint.
She
but
said
honestly, you know, you think about it, this is a magic state. We live in the mountains. I can trace my heritage 200 years from amongst 3 graveyards in 1 county.
Yeah.
So
that's that true. Anthony just made a good point. That's that true Appalachian magic.
This Appalachian magic. And I tell you what, some of the finest readers I've ever worked with are on WV Psychics alongside Dottie The Psychic.com. And also, you tell you what, there is something to be said. Here's the thing. The rising tides raise all ships. I want to bring all the glory to West Virginia. I want to help raise myself and my people.
Do it.
And that's the long and short of it. That really is the long and short of it. Anybody who wants to attach their buoy to my boat is welcome to, as long as we are moving up together.
Yes. Also, aka the original home of the Mothman.
Fucking Mothman. Point Pleasant. Dude, I worked in Point Pleasant. There's some creepy fucking places in West Virginia. You want to get the good old-fashioned creeps?
Listen, I know the one time,
powerful place. It's a full of a
sister. Oh, I know. My younger sister used to live in North Carolina, and the one time I've stopped in Point Pleasant. So usually I would drive through because I used to live in Ohio, Southern Ohio, mind you. So on the way from North Carolina to Ohio, we'd have to go through Point Pleasant. And I stopped one time looking for a bathroom, and I was like, nope.
Point Pleasant, you know,
because it was creepy, and it was the middle of the night.
Creepy energy. No, West Virginia in general has some creepy energy. It's got the kind of energy that's going to repulse people that are not able to adjust to it.
That's true. There's some people that are just meant for the mountain energy. Mountain woman, as Stevie Nicks would say.
Right.
Some people that are not.
Yeah.
I am not. I am a sea level.
You a crab.
I am a sea level
Crab. You
Like,
a sea level crab.
high pool bitch. Okay, I'm just saying. Oh goodness.
Me, I'm a goatfish. Like goats,
I'm a Pisces.
mountains.
I'm a fish
Hello.
Okay,
You're a
so
Pisces?
you know what? If you really want to genuinely visit the creepiest spot in West Virginia, is not Point Pleasant. It is just up the river from that. Fuck, what's the name? There used to be an asylum that's now just an open
Trans
field.
Allegheny.
No, that's way up north. But yeah,
Oh.
that's fucking creepy too. I've been up there. I want to go back. I did a fucking video on that place. I got a fucking
Really?
vlog from there.
I need to hunt her videos down more. Like, I need to hunt your videos down more because I feel
I
like
want to go to the Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
Waverly Hills. You know what place I wish was still there? Because I wish it was still there, but it got plowed under, it got turned into an open field. But it's right across from the state nursing home and the women's prison. It's just north of Point Pleasant. Fuck, what's it called? Like the name of it strikes fear in my heart to the point I cannot remember. But it's just north of Point Pleasant. If you
I know. I gotta break the seal again. I gotta crack open that seal again. But questions and also find the name of that. I'll be right back.
Fucking, it starts with an L.
Sorry.
Fuck me running. Lakin. There was an asylum there. There's no longer an asylum there, but there's still the state nursing home and the women's prison. Lakin. That fucking place is nothing but fucking crazy. Like we put
Lakin State Hospital.
Bad energy is a wide bend in the river, and then like we filled it up with crazy. Huh?
Lakin State Hospital.
Yes. Lakin. There is nothing there you want. That place, I used to drive through that place, man. I tell you what, it gives you the creeps just looking at it wrong. West Virginia, for being such a small place, is creepy ass place. Like, West Virginia's got everything you want. It's just all spread out. We're as big as Texas if you rolled us flat.
I gotta go to people's house because I didn't put a hand towel in the bathroom today.
Oh no.
Yeah, I gotta keep running. So I washed my hands in the bathroom and I keep running to the kitchen to dry my hands. Anyway.
Alcohol.
Oh, it's in Mason County.
Mason County, yeah. Just north of that's Jackson County where I used to live. There is nothing in Jackson County.
It was designed by the state of West Virginia to care for the collared insane.
Look, my great-grandfather ended up dying in Lakin Asylum. It did not stay colored.
Well, and really, what is the definition of colored?
Yeah, that's true.
No, we're we's white. I'm not with those white folk, but we're white.
No, yeah,
right?
but
West Virginia white folk are not with those white folk.
right.
We don't have enough money.
But colored back then could mean like anybody, almost any, not anybody, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Okay, West Virginia didn't have enough colored people to count. It was po white bitches.
It still is.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this, like, not to. If we're gonna bring up the race card, we might as well. I realized my town was getting gentrified when the color folks moved in. Tell me I'm wrong. Mark's like, I'm keeping my mouth shut because
I'm trying to put my cork back in the bottle.
I'm gonna have to go get more. I'll be right back.
I need more. I just emptied my cup. Did we get any more questions while I was
drank
gone?
half a bottle of wine. Whoopsies.
Jacqueline, she said she might come.
Jacqueline, did you have a question, honey? I know you said that you weren't sure if general was the only thing. If you have
Ask us anything.
ask us anything. Oh
Yeah,
god.
bitches, let's keep this party going.
Yeah,
Oh,
Corona. Wait.
that was
Oh.
Jose Cuervo. Jose Cuervo.
Forget it. I'm dyslexic and I'm intoxicated.
Go ahead and do it. Jacqueline wanted a general reading.
Yes, Jacqueline. Jacqueline, have you been on my channel before? I don't think you have. Have you?
I don't know, but the vibes in this tarot reading is making me. Never mind.
Intoxicated?
That girl who drove through Point Pleasant from Tennessee. Do it. Do it fucking once. The people are not as bad. Here's the thing people don't understand about West Virginians. We're actually pretty decent people, a little bit right wing, most of them. They're not terrible.
I got the Page of Pentacles.
Babe.
Hold up.
All right, now don't bring in that book. Don't bring in that book. We're starting right now. We're not bringing in that book now.
Jennifer said.
Tell me what you think it means.
Reading the last card.
What?
Jennifer's asking if I.
Oh, Jennifer wanted to know if you could finish reading your last card. Which was
Dottie, can you finish reading your? Oh, I don't even remember what my last card was.
was it the kaleidoscope one?
That was the one for my sister.
No?
Yeah, I think it was the kaleidoscope.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was because your sister had the two. You had the weird looking figure and she had the eyes of Osiris.
That was the guy. That was somebody's husband.
Damn it, you
No,
guys.
I think the last one was the kaleidoscope window. Okay, so the kaleidoscope, I know which one it is. I can't pull it up right now because it's shuffled back in, but I know which one
Right.
you're talking about. The idea is that by looking through the stained glass window, it's almost taken on a kaleidoscope effect. It's confusing and disorientating. So rather than staring into it like the great void, rather than knuckling down and trying to find the reason on your own, take a step back and ask the people that love you what you need to do.
That's right. Ask the people you trust. And I added, or the people you trust. You know, the people you trust. And yeah. Okay.
Except that right now your vision is skewed and that you have to rely on the people that have your best interest in mind.
Right. Sorry, Jennifer. I'm sorry. You're usual here, so you know we get intoxicated and so thank you for keeping us on track.
All right, was it Jacqueline that 101?
Yeah, just a general.
Okay, so we have Jacqueline and then Aaron. Anthony is telling me because he's keeping us on track. Dottie, I'm sorry, but we've gone just over 2 hours. Do you have a time constraint?
Fuck no, I figured I'd be on until damn midnight.
Okay, I was just asking.
I
Look,
can't
I'm about to
be
bring out
because
the
I
real
work
West Virginia blood right now. I'm about to
I
go
work
all
in
for
the
the
morning.
fucking red.
I know. Mark always has to work the
West
next
Virginia
morning.
remembers Mate 1 and all that shit. Sorry.
You're fine.
But, I mean, technically, if we wanted to get back on my schedule where I don't work the next day, we could do another one next weekend.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then that weekend I'm off, and then the weekend after that I work, and then the 2 weekends out I don't work again. My schedule got all screwed up.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
about
that's
to
good
go
to know.
through and start asking people back on my channel because, like, I've hit a point where I'm like, there's a couple people I definitely want to rotate.
Right.
PayPal. I
That's
get a
the hard
PayPal.
thing
Somebody
about
sent me $50 this morning on PayPal. I'm like, do I owe you a reading? Yeah, Tracy
Because
Twissy.
she's drinking Jose now.
I love you. Thank you.
Jose. Anyway. So, Jacqueline.
Oh shit. Sorry, Jacqueline.
So, to me, Usually right side up, I know, because you're banning us from the book, Dottie, which I appreciate.
I am straight up banning you from the book. You read the book once for flavor, and then you toss that bitch away.
Once for flavor.
The flavor.
All the flavor.
Ooh, my pits is sweaty.
So Cups is
I have that
usually
effect on
emotional, right? The suit of water. And right now we're seeing somebody stressing over what they have in front of them, but not taking what's being offered to them by what? The divine?
Night, mama.
But it's in reverse. So maybe maybe in the past you took a decision, an emotional decision from the divine, or an emotional decision out of the blue. So that's your past card for me, is the Four of Cups. Go ahead, Mark. AKA
Mine is the Page of Pentacles. It is showing a lone figure in a field, barefooted, might I add you, on a very clear, it looks to be summerish day or spring, I don't know. But they're holding this orb of a pentacle, kind of looking at it, looking towards.
Good night, Donna.
The sunrise. Yeah, the sunrise.
Anita.
They're kind of they're looking into, God, I don't know. I feel like they're just being very grounded in their decisions. Like it almost looks like a psychic as well, like dressing all in
Let me
pink.
see it again. I want to see it
Let
again.
me see it again. Let me see it again. Okay, baby. When you get stuck on a card, when you're like, what the fuck is this supposed to mean? I want you to go to the chart in your mind. Pages. You think of pages, you think of somebody who is running for the king. This is somebody who gets sent off to do shit. They get shit done. They are a hard worker, but they take orders and they run with them. They make shit happen. That's
Gotcha.
the page. You're thinking about somebody who's making shit happen with somebody else's money.
Oh.
Page is low level royalty. We're talking about the royals, the court cards. This is the bottom level of the court cards. This is the person who's running to make things happen. That's the page. That's the princess. In some decks, so these are the bottom two levels of the court cards. If there's four, so most tarot cards are going to have four court cards: the king, the queen, the page, and the knight. Sometimes it's the king, the queen, the prince, and the princess. And the Thoth deck, which is Aleister Crowley's deck, we're not going into that history, but he starts off with the queen as the highest, the prince, the princess, and then the knight.
His was more like a chess. I always thought that.
Right.
His was more like chess.
But the page is the bottom level of that royalty. He is almost like he's the guy who takes the orders from the top and makes the people on the bottom do it. He's the link between the court cards and the minor arcana. So when you see that with the pentacles being earth, representation of earth, that's money, that's things you can lay your hands on. So go back to that sort of graft in your mind. If you get stuck. That's just if you get stuck. So when I see the page of pentacles, I think of somebody who's taken somebody else's money and making it work. It's the middleman, almost the accountant.
Making something happen.
Right. So I think of that as almost like the way an accountant would behave.
Maybe
change your costume, me, change it around.
Maybe related to the divine or the out of nowhere emotional
Yeah, it's almost like, okay, so when I see fours, I think of it's a higher balance card because you need four corners of the 4 points is the first full geometric figure in the third dimension. 3 points is the first geometrical pattern. This makes a triangle. But if you add that 4, that's the top of the pyramid. So that's the first. That is the first number that can actually bring things into creation.
Right.
When I see that upside down, and I think you had definitely what you first come up with, go with. If you got an answer to that question, you roll with it because ultimately the cards are nothing but a reflection of the divine. You think
Right.
about it. This is how all divination works. It's a mirror. You look down in the mirror, you see yourself, but you also see the sky reflected. The macrocosm reflects in the microcosm. You can divine from clouds.
I've done that.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, I tell you what, best red flag fucking ever that I fucking missed. I was out smoking before all the shit with my husband, before my grandmother even died. It was like the last Christmas with my grandmother. I was out smoking a pipe and I suddenly see skulls and roses. I'm like, well, I'm in for some bullshit. I was in for some bullshit.
Anthony said, why is that you, Nathan? I'm like, right. Hashtag brush your fat shit off and moves on.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I'm really starting to hit the tips. I'm definitely feeling the full head change. Woo!
Yeah, do you mean when your hair gets tingly?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I feel
Yes.
Yeah.
like this is gonna hurt in the morning, but it feels great right now.
Right? And you haven't coughed nearly as much. Have you noticed that?
I have noticed that.
I always tell people I know when I'm tipsy because I start to feel my hair tingle.
Yeah. My tongue becomes numb.
Yeah, and your lip.
Yeah.
I am, however, gonna go get me some more water.
Do it.
Oh, it's my turn. It's my turn.
Well, do your turn and then go get you water.
Okay, so wait a minute. We're doing somebody's reading, and I'm teaching you as we go, which is probably why we're not getting paid. You had the 4 of Cups upside down. You had the Page of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me again what you think the 4 of Pages? Jesus.
4 of Cups.
What does the 4 of Cups mean to you again?
I was getting an emotional handoff from the divine. Usually to me, an emotional handoff from the divine, but somebody is right side up, somebody is too overtaken by what they already have. And are they going to take that handoff? Are they not? So I got it in reverse, which means that to me, either somebody is taking something from the divine or emotionally, or something was taken from them.
Okay, so that's interesting. That's 2 ways to look at it. Which one do you think is more relevant? Which one feels more relevant?
I think they took something.
Okay, so the person is missing something? Or?
I think the person in question was already offered something out of nowhere or by the divine or by chance, and I think they took it.
Good. Okay, good. Okay, Mark, tell me what you think. Mark.
Sorry. I'm sorry. What?
I was from your card again.
I feel like they felt very grounded in what decisions they were making. I felt like they were set in stone, mainly because that the figure was barefoot on top of a field on a very pretty day. I feel like their mind was made up. They're good to go.
They made up their mind and they took what they took and they made the decision that they made because they were confident.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's going to make this card very interesting. Boys, now watch this. This. Bow.
Ooh.
This is part of the suit of eyes. Now, here's something I know as the card creator that you don't. You don't know that this is upside down. this is the way the card's supposed to be originally. And when I look at the card the way it's supposed to be, if you look in the middle here, you see the circles and then you see the X's. So these
Okay.
people see the divisions inside the eye, and these people see the perimeter of the eye. So these people see the iris, like the color bit, and these people see the pupil. But the person in the middle sees that the eye is composed of many parts. It's both the iris and the pupil. That makes you the peacekeeper. Now, that being set upside down, the people that only see the iris see that you see the pupil. Oh, I got this backwards. It don't matter. Basically, in this direction, everybody sees you as being part of them and part of the other.
Right.
When it's upside down, they only see that you are also part of the other. So, rather being the peacekeeper, the person in the middle, you're still the person in the middle is either going to be the peacekeeper or the target. Right
Gotcha.
side up, you're the peacekeeper. Wrong side up, you're the target.
Gotcha.
You'll help build the peace, but it's through getting shot at.
I gotcha. Now, do you think, based off of what like Mark and I saw, do you think, because that's your card, do you think that that's something in review? Like, what do you think? Because that's your deck, so you know it more. So do you think, in connection of what Mark and I said, do you think that's based off of a decision or like an encompassing type thing that they decided to do and they're confident about?
You know, honestly, I'm not a religious person. I'm not a big old Jesus fan. But I'm going to tell you to look up the story of Jesus in the garden, because right now you're living it. That's sad and it's hard. But you got to make a moral decision that's going to... You have to consider the impact of your decision on the generations that will follow you. Unfortunately, your life is spent. You're going to get hurt. There's no way around it. You are going to get hurt. But by the decision you make, you may save other people's lives.
Interesting.
I'm sorry.
I'll be right back. I gotta go tinkle.
He's got to break the seal finally. I was
Yeah,
wondering
I
how
gotta
long.
get some water. I'll be right back too. Like, don't end this.
I'm not.
I don't even know who I'm reading for anymore. Whoever it is, I'm fucking sorry, bitch. If you need to call and have some coffee and some tears, we're here for you. I am here for you. You're going to change lives, and it's a bitch to be a martyr. I'm so sorry.
I did.
I'm sorry.
Girl, welcome to the club. Go get some water.
You know what? The shit. That's just interesting. I'm sorry, Jacqueline. When I hear that it's interesting, it means like it's poignant, but I don't want to accept it.
Or like,
I'm gonna get some water.
okay. All right, guys. So Mark had to go in and break the seal, and Dottie is getting some water. Our next reading is for Aaron. I think this is our longest live, so we're going.
Sorry, it did take me a minute. Don't cut off on me. I'm in for the night, bitches.
You're good, girl. You're good. Listen, if you have to go tinkle or if you have to get a drink, like, you're fine. I do it all the time, and it's my channel, and I sometimes feel like it's the worst thing ever, but it is what it is.
You're fucking. That's the point of a live stream, is to be there for it.
Exactly. So our next reading, if you want to go ahead and pull, I already had a card that jumped out at me, is for Erin, and she wants a health reading in general. So I've already got something out. So I'll just wait until Mark comes back. And
In the meantime, look at Jacqueline.
Jacqueline said,
Damn, bitch. Good luck.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say. Just think about what kind of message you're trying to send, okay?
this is what Jacqueline, the last reading that we did, this is what she said, or they said.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to reshuffle. Jacqueline, baby, get a hold of me. Dottie the Psychic on Facebook. if you Facebook me, there's going to be a message trying to get you to pay because bitch got to get her bills paid. But just go ahead and send me a message, and I will respond, and we will talk. Because I
Jacqueline
feel
said,
like
I've been thinking about doing something drastic with my life, but I don't know how it would impact.
It's going to impact people. You got to consider the message you're going to send by what you're doing, because you may. That's the thing is, nobody really wants to be Jesus. It's a hard job, but it's going to be good.
Girl, ain't that the truth?
Nobody wants to be Jesus. Nobody wants to die strapped to a plank of wood, okay? I know that's probably where I'm going to end up, but that's not where I want to be.
I mean, if I die riding wood, I'm fine.
Fair. My dad died of a blowjob. That really happened.
Really?
Really?
Well, at least he died, at least he was having a good time.
Good luck, Jacqueline. I love you.
So, Mark, I was telling Dottie, I've already had a job. What? A card jump out at me, right? I'm getting another job. I sure fucking hope so. I already had a card jump out at me for Aaron. We're doing an in
wait. Let's go back. You said that about the job,
right? After we were just talking about.
So when I see this card, literally this jumped out as you said, looking for a new job, getting a new job. This is a secret that everybody knows that nobody wants to cop to.
Interesting. See, I got Knight of Swords, which is obviously that young, passionate, like usually it's upright, it's young, passionate energy or person, because I like to hold face cards true to face, right?
Right.
So usually it's that person that you wouldn't bring home to your mother that's like super like get it done, hit it and quit it type of person.
Oh, we've all dated one of those.
Right. But it's in reversed. It's in reversed for the past. So is that a person or an energy specific that is opposite? Right? So, okay, Mark, go ahead.
With what?
Pull something.
I did.
What'd you pull, honey?
Wait a minute. Who are we reading for?
We're reading for Aaron, an overall in health general reading. A general reading for health.
I got the Chariot. So, like, it is a feminine figure riding atop a male and female sphinx. And around their waist is the different astrological signs. There's a Taurus, a Gemini, a Leo. What's the fish? Is that Cancer?
Pisces.
Pisces.
Hold it up. Look at it. Point at it and hold it up. Now, this is one thing I'm good at.
Y'all can't see it very well, but there they are.
It's her belt represents the zodiac. So she's encompassing. That's the Chariot.
Yeah, the Chariot. See?
Okay, so think about the Chariot. The Chariot, what do you think of when you see a chariot? It's a ride.
Moving forward.
Yeah, like it's a ride between like on this one, it's a female figure, but it's a very masculine face wearing a crown of what appears to be lilies and a sun above their head, holding a scepter.
Fire. It's ending the last thing. It's moving forward. It's that fiery change. It's setting the bridge on fire and walking the fuck away.
Which is what I hold true to swords. Fire to me is swords. So it's a constant change. So maybe this is moving away or moving, like constantly moving or moving quickly away or, yeah. What do you get, Dottie?
So when I put these two together, I'm looking at these two in tangent. You've got the Knight of Swords upside down, and you've got the Chariot. The Knight of Swords, you think about it, he's somebody who's watching after his people, but he's upside down, so he's either being manipulated or he does not have his people's interest in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got the Chariot. The Chariot was upright, right?
It was regular. Yep.
So it's moving out of this place where you feel like you are less than what you should be. Where you have, you're either not acting as valorous, as noble as you would choose to be, into this big change. You're making the conscious decision to basically burn your old life to the ground. And you're
Literally.
going to get paid for it. Like, you're going to make big changes, and they're going to come out financially more viable.
Financially more viable.
Yeah. You see,
Or in this case, if it's in a question to health, if it's in a question to health specifically, Aaron, I mean, financially could also be. Is that what I said?
You said it was a general health question. Okay, so let's relate this to health.
Right.
Go ahead. I want to hear what your opinion is before I talk.
So I was going to say, a lot of people don't generate prosperity with health, but if we're discussing health in general,
that could be mental health.
It could be mental health, but it could also be just health in general, and it could also be whatever decision that you're grasping at, that you're going at quickly.
It could also be a hard mathematical, honest to God, sit down and come to Jesus moment where you're like, okay, look, financially speaking, this is costing my health. My health costs X amount of money. This is not helpful.
Right, exactly. Did you see Raven's comment?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Anthony's on.
Go ahead.
Oh, Raven said she accidentally blocked somebody. She misclicked, so Anthony's on it.
Okay.
This is why we have him. He's such a saint.
Yay! Thank you. Okay, so if we're gonna put the Knight of Swords together with the Pinnacles, and then with what was it I said? I think this is taking a realistic view of your personal sacrifices. Because the knight is known for sacrificing himself. He's choosing the loyalist, strongest path. He is a creature of morals. And upside down, he's either acting in his own personal interest, or his morals are being turned against him.
Right.
That coming in with a chariot, the chariot's being big change. So you're going from this place where either way, here's the thing, either you're acting in your best interest in an ignorant way, or you are being manipulated by your morals. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter which, the outcome is the same, as you're fucked. Now, we have the chariot. That means things about to change. Things about to go down.
Or in the process of, since they're in the present.
Right, they're in the process of changing. You're in the fiery pits now, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Things will not be the same when the shit hits the fan. The chariot is the moment when the shit hits the fan. So when I see this card, this is a cold, hard, calculated look at your finances. This is an honest to God look at what your health costs you. And if you ain't got your health, you got nothing. You can't spend money.
If you ain't alive.
Yeah, if all your money's going to your health bills, it's not going anywhere else.
Right.
You can't help other people until you help yourself.
Exactly.
How the hell you gonna love somebody else and you can't love yourself?
Amen.
Amen.
Can I get an amen up in here?
Amen.
Amen, bitches. Amen.
Did we have any more to do?
Christian.
I knew we were forgetting one.
After this, I gotta go.
Okay, so Christian, I think Christian was our last one, right?
Really? I'm just getting into the groove.
I know.
I know that, and that's how this usually works. Like once I'm in like that, but think about it this way. If they want a real true reading from you, they're going to go to your website and they're going to pay for it.
That's right, bitches. Dottie The Psychic. You can check me out on YouTube, Facebook, Patreon, Linktree, all the motherfucking places. Google my bitch
But
ass.
definitely, I mean, at least check her out on YouTube because she is like, I love the content.
Really?
Yes.
I appreciate that so much. I put so much fucking effort. Man, I tell you what, I have learned shit just to do videos. I have a whole death series. Like, there's only 2 videos on it now, but I am waiting till the injury has properly healed from, because I lost my mother August 1st.
I know it was soon. It was very recent.
And I feel like that was, sometimes being a psychic, knowing shit's gonna happen and getting out of the fucking way are 2 different
Can
things.
I ask you a huge personal question that you don't have to answer, but I'm just asking out of curiosity?
Baby, I'm an open book. If I don't want to answer, I won't.
So I get the sense, I don't know if you've actually said it, but I have a feeling that you are spoken to by dead people. Yes?
Sometimes. Okay, here's the thing. I don't tell anybody this.
Well, let me verse my question before you go into explanation. While I
Okay,
shuffle
let me
for
know what you're feeling. Talk to me, baby, and then I'll tell you what I'm
I
feeling.
am talking. So I'm talking to you. So my question is, I get a sense, I don't think you've actually, but I get a sense that you actually hear from, like I said, I'm sorry, everybody. I don't mean to be rude. Dead people. They are people who are dead. So dead people. And I want to know if you recognize that or if you identify with that, I guess is the true. And if you do, have you heard from
Number 1.
Go ahead. Go.
Okay. Let me speak for myself.
Do it.
And then you can send me to the guillotine if you please. I will still be amongst my own people.
There's no judgment.
Fuck,
This is not out of judgment.
Okay, let me speak on the subject.
Do it.
First of all, most dead people don't give a fuck about what pronouns you use. I appreciate you trying because that is polite and people recognize. Here's the thing. When you die, and I did a whole video on this, go check out my death part 2, the spirit.
Do it.
Do it. Check out my death series on this because yes, I do speak to spirits. Now spirits I use in the broad term. Like, you're not supposed to call the Fae the Fae. You're supposed to call them she. Because that's a more respectful term. The same way that you're supposed to call the Romney and not gypsies. Because gypsies is a slur. But there's also businesses with gypsy in their name who don't know. Honest to God, it really doesn't matter after you're dead. Because you can start to see the whole picture.
Right.
And the difference at that point is intent.
It's almost like terminology at that point is a human construct and they're beyond that.
Honest to God, see, here's the thing. This is why I prefer tarot cards to the Ouija board. The more abstract the form of divination is, the more effective it is to reach higher spirits. That's a bitch. That's the bitch of it. Good and bad are not the same as good and evil.
Right.
If you want to reach some finicky fucking bitches, if you want to get in some dirt and crazy bullshit that might set your house on fire, a lot of people start with a Ouija board, but the fact is that the Ouija board itself is only going to reach 2 people. It's only going to reach 2 kinds of spirits. Those who want to play with you because you're playing with them. And think about what that means when you play with somebody.
Right.
That's the thing that happens with Ouija boards. That's why the really crazy, freaky shit happens with Ouija boards is because they're playing with you. Oh, you want to play? Let's play. It's
Let's get a reaction.
you want a reaction, you want to see
Let's
some
get
shit,
a
let's do
reaction.
some shit. And they're having fun with you, and a lot of times all you have to do is make it not fun for them to make them stop.
Right.
And sometimes that's what you need to do to make a friend, because you'll make a friend out of some dark, weird spirits. You can make friends with some dark, weird
Bye,
spirits.
Bubby. I
had a
love
friend
you.
who- Huh?
Bye,
Memphis
Memphis.
is leaving.
Yeah, no, I'm getting into some dark, weird shit, and that's fine. If people
That's
want
fine.
to tune out and just stay with their look, I'm the grayest unused cotton ball in the bunch.
No, I get it.
You know, I am the grayest unused cotton ball in the bunch. I am just gray enough for black magicians to get along with and white magicians to get itchy around.
Have you watched? I just released. I don't know if you've watched any of my videos, but have you watched the one I just did about the low vibrational
Exorcism? The witch
Yeah.
exorcisms?
Yeah.
I put it on in the background. I'm like, oh my god, I totally did this the last time.
But it's just like, so for me,
I thought it was pretty well thought out. Like, I think we need to talk about your video format, because you've seen mine are high art. So I'm like, I need you to put a little more spirits into it.
I get it.
Love
But
the
for
cat.
me, as an explanation to what you're saying, like to me, what resonates with me as to what you're saying is you're like, with Ouija boards, you're only going to, like you
Here's the
said,
thing.
you're going to get in contact with certain things.
Here's the thing about spirit boards. It's one of those entry points. The same with tarot cards. They're an entry point. They're in many ways. My father told me he didn't like the idea of me doing cards because he thought they were a crutch. Because what he did was totem animals. He learned from somebody who was in the Cherokee Nation. His name was Frank, and I can't remember the rest of his name, but I remember when I was a baby, I was like 7 years old, running around with a kid whose name was Thunder Eagle. That was a name that had been passed down his family line because we were at powwows. My dad had learned this flow. What he learned to do was to communicate on a spirit level. And the higher that spirit level goes, the less language, the less physical language is going to be incorporated. It's going to be body language. It's going to be a spirit language. It's going to be intent and cause.
A language that's more understood intuitionally.
Which is why you can toss the book and get whatever you want out of the art. Because the art, you think about it, and once you study this point, it makes everything come into a whole. It's a fucking paradigm shift.
It really
It's
is.
a paradigm shift. You learn to be because what I think of myself is a priest of an unreligion. I think of myself as a high priest of a religion with no name.
But honestly, but let's be honest here, and this is something that I've kind of vibed with. Sorry, Mark, I know you're sitting there just vibing. But
And
this
if
is
you want to
something,
split, that's fine.
but this is something that I've vibed with too, Dottie. I know that you consider, or am I wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong. You consider yourself a witch, not just a psychic. Like, to me, I feel like there's a difference. Like, psychic is more of a professional, like somebody who wants to be, just to me, because I feel like witch is like, there's so much against the term witch, right?
Right.
So I feel like you still yourself a witch, and I feel like, what is the point that I was getting to this? Oh yes, all magic is it counts, I guess is what I'm saying. So like, even though I don't know, I'm intoxicated.
Okay. I think I know where you're going with this.
I think you picked up what I'm dropping.
So let's start at the very beginning. I was born. When I was like 3 years old, my first memories are that of loving my sister, my beautiful mother, the lesbians that raised me, my mother 2 and 3, Patty and Ellie, God love them. I really hope my mom is hanging out with them right now. So in my sweet little dark heart, my mother has finally met up with her lesbian friends that helped build the person that I am now. So the first memories are of spirits. And they were like television fuzz. Because that's what I associated with them. When you think that there was an old study that said people only dreamed in black and white.
Really?
Yes, this is an old study. But the time of the study, television was being broadcast in black and white.
So they only dreamt of black and white.
So a lot of people only dreamt in black and white. Now, people who did not watch a lot of television did not only dream in black and white. They dreamed in natural colors.
Interesting.
We're taught in this physical form this whole time. I think there's a spiritual connection, some greater power, which this is not a popular opinion, but my opinion is that God's kind of a teenage bitch who's bipolar. I think that God has to go through all the stages of life that we have to go through, and that's why everything is the way it is, because we're down here, we're the living, thinking, bleeding edge of God. Spirits are up there trying to direct us because they have a higher view. They have a higher vantage point.
Right.
There are lower spirits that are just trying to fuck with us. Those are kind of, and they can hurt you. They can kill you, but once you die, it's all the same. When you realize that you have crossed that veil, and all the creepy shit is just assholes fucking with you.
Reading. We haven't started it yet. I think so. I don't know.
When you think, just think about the spiritual world having the same sociological setup as the physical world.
Exactly. But it is scary, but it's true. Because the bottom line is, Anthony said that's scary. But the bottom line is, it's like, it's terrifying, but the bottom
line it's also a relief.
That the supernatural is natural. Like, it's all down to natural laws.
I'm fucking lit, bitch. I don't know what you were thinking.
Yeah, that's my sister. She says she don't... Honey, really? Autumn, I love
bitch,
you.
You do not want me blowing on a bonfire right now. That's all I got to say.
Really? All right. Anyway, Christian's reading. I have 4 of Swords in reverse.
I can see you, Autumn.
Bitch.
Ottoman.
You get the same thing?
Yeah.
Whoa! But yours is right side up.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Mark and I got the same thing again, but mine is in reversed. I got 4 of Swords in reversed. This is for...
And you got the 4 swords right side up? Ooh, bitch! This one's a fun one.
Ooh.
Okay, bitches, you tell me what you think yours means. Mommy's gonna read you for filth.
Confusion. I get confusion. State of rest, but confused.
Okay, wait a minute. What does swords mean to you before we start?
So swords to me, the suit of swords is all about fire to me.
Yes, bitch. Yes.
So I get rapid or passionate. So with with right side up, it's usually confusion. But with upside down, it could be the opposite. It could be coming out of a confusion.
Okay, so spin it upside down. I want you to look at the art. If you look at it, it's like over a monument.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost a denial of death.
Like you would think that right side up, they would be stabbing into the person or pointing into the person. But upside down, it is a denial of death, just like you said. Okay. So maybe like a lack of confusion or a coming out of in the past.
Okay, I like that.
So with mine, obviously mine is in the correct. I shouldn't say correct. Mine's in the right side up portion. There's a figure sleeping beneath a tree with 3 swords above him and 1 on the ground. I feel like they are okay with letting those fall because I feel like the person feels like they are going to naturally fall into place, whether it be on top of each other, whether it be scattered apart or whatever. But I feel like they are very at peace with what is about to happen. They know what's about to happen, and they're at peace with just letting them fall wherever they need to go.
That's a legit read. That is a legit read.
So what'd you get, Dottie?
So this is as close. If you look at this, is in the eye. See how it's an eye?
Mm-hmm.
This is supposed to be my 2 of Swords. When I see the 2 of Swords, I think of an uneasy peace. This is just after the war. The peace is being fragile right now. So I see the 4 of Swords upside in reverse, which is almost a denial, a refusal to accept.
Okay.
And then the 4 of Swords is that final acceptance. And so the 2 of Swords, which in this is the 2 of perspective. You see the eye is a perspective card. It's that willingness to tentatively accept the other person's perspective. So long as they're willing to put their sword down, you are also willing to put your sword down. And that is the first step to real peace. The acceptance of somebody else's perspective on a tentative level.
Yeah.
This is not an easy thing. There is going to be a whole lot more to this reading. I would love to read on.
Right. So almost like an understanding of the other person's point of view or other point of view.
Yeah, I feel like whatever decision is being made, they're going to be like, okay, that's fine.
Maybe in a way, it's a learning to see the other person as an equal. This person has thoughts and feelings. There's an old saying, and God help me if I can remember where it. See, this is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder at its finest. I have these brilliant quotes that I cannot tell you where they came from. It is not me. They are not my own quotes, but fuck all if I know where they came from.
Same.
All attacks come from a place of pain or fear. Once you realize that, you can sit there and think. So a lot of times you'll watch these animes and they'll say the first person to attack is the one that will lose. Because they're the one who's more concerned with their own well-being and their own pain than they are about the truth. This is the shit that's going to get me nailed to a cross or set on fire, bitches. You know, just when I go down, this is what it was about.
Listen, I'm fine with riding wood till I die. I've already accepted that.
Right? You know, if you're going to die for something, it might as well be something you enjoy.
Exactly. I just don't want the splinters.
Die for something you love.
Right.
Well, on that note, I have to go because I have to get ready for bed and I got to do another neti pot.
You go to your
morning. What are you doing in the morning?
Working.
He's working.
Oh, okay. Go to bed.
That's why everybody who's watching, the 7 people, I think we dropped down to 7 now who are watching. I think I'm going to start doing it opposite schedule because Mark hinted to me that it would be better for him. So maybe we'll do another
next weekend.
Yeah, maybe we'll
and then I can get really plastered. Not
right,
plastered, but yeah.
Not that you're not plastered because I know you're plastered.
I'm fucked up.
Where do you work?
I'm an assistant manager at a retail store.
Okay, well that's actual clout. Good luck.
Yeah. It's
We never did get I never got a single Cash App, bitches. Not a
I
single
know,
one.
same. These people, like, listen, guys. Pay
What
for
the
the
fuck happened?
alcohol.
Alrighty. Well, good night, everybody. I love y'all.
Night, Mark. Thank you for coming again.
Night.
Everybody, if you would, thank you, Dottie, for coming. It was such a pleasure. And if you ever want to be on again, just let me know. Just let me know.
Hit me up, bitch. Anytime you're missing, I mean, I can't be here every Saturday, but you know, hit me up.
Well, I get it. So if I'm ever missing anybody, I'll hit you up.
Cheers.
For everybody watching, thank you so much for coming, and thank you for your questions, because obviously without the questions, this would be nothing. And thank you so much for hanging out with us for this 2 and almost 3 hours.
And don't forget to check me out at Dottie The Psychic, DOTTIE psychic.com.
Hit up DottieThePsychic.com for more in-depth readings, because she is obviously the professional, not us.
You know what? Like I said, I tell you what, the difference between a professional and I dare anybody to test this. The difference between a psychic who is a professional and somebody who is a up and coming, we'll say, is their willingness to just fuck it up.
Right, but honestly, that's the truth. It's just a matter of
when you accept that you're the conduit, sometimes I will give a reading that will be completely off the wall. And sometimes that in and of itself is a sign. Like if I look at somebody and say blah, 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 and they're like, look at me like I've lost my goddamn mind. Or they'll tell me like, that's completely wrong. I'm like, okay, when I'm this far off, it's a sign that I need to shut up and listen. Why don't you tell me what's going on?
Right. And then we'll move forward from there.
Right, because sometimes the important part is to remember that you're a priest of an unknown religion. We're tapping into a spiritual vibe, the understanding of all that people just don't have the time and space to do. The idea is that we're one step above them evolutionarily.
Or would not even think, oh, I need to, like, I could do this.
Right. You know, here's the thing is that you are those who walk many worlds never fully fit into one. That's the position we fill.
So true. So
if
my
that's
question
the position
to
we
you,
fill,
Dottie.
then we're uniquely qualified.
Right. It's so true. So my question to you now is, did you have fun?
I love it.
Oh, thank you.
I get to show my ass. I'm enjoying myself.
I had so much fun too, and we're gonna end this because we're down to 6 now. So I think everybody's pretty much tired.
Safe travel and much profit to you.
Safe travel and much profit to you, as Dottie always says. And I'm gonna say blessings and thank you all so much for joining us, and I hope you all have a great night.